if you what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the 3-Man Podcast. Here we are on this wonderful day. But I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't feeling too wonderful. Not feeling too wonderful at all. For all of y'all that don't know what has happened recently, Hulk Hogan, a legend, icon in the sport of wrestling, also a entertainment legend, been in movies, commercials. He's done a lot, even got into a little politics, stomping for Trump. He has died at the age of 71. And the reason why I'm doing this podcast, this live, is because I understand back in the day, he did have he had this racist rant that he did do. And so I want to come here and talk about the hypocrisy of liberals. I want to talk about the hypocrisy of black people. I want to talk about basically the fact it's just wrong, I think, to celebrate somebody's death unless they are someone that's caused widespread harm to society. For instance, Saddam Hussein, Bin Laden, Hitler. These are people, Mussolini. Name out of anybody else in history that's crazy.
The
Napoleon.
John DeMarco.
You name anybody in history that's caused widespread harm, and I have no problem with you celebrating their death. But you have Christian people online out here celebrating someone who has touched a lot of lives in a positive way. Yes, he had a negative rant that was racist, but this man stood on praying and taking your vitamins, and he had kids all across this nation behaving, paying attention to their parents, because he said that too. He said, listen to your parents, do what they say, take your vitamins, pray. He said all of that, and you want to get hung up on a fucking racist rant that he had about his daughter's ex-boyfriend when they were involved at the time. I'm sorry, but I'm a father. I ain't gonna say it was right for him to say what he said, but that's his daughter. That's his pride and joy. I'm not mad at him for trying to, basically state his opinion about the whole thing. It's just that sometimes you just you say some things that really can hurt some people's feelings. I understand that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with a post that I put on my Facebook page, and we're gonna look at, because the reason why we're starting that way is because I want to show y'all what my standpoint is on the whole thing. I ain't never said I love Hulk Hogan and that he is just a perfect person.
You're kind of saying Hulk Hogan, bro.
Huh? Where's that?
I say you're cooning for Hulk Hogan, bro.
Whatever, nigga. I'm not saying that I love the dude. I'm not saying I agree with how he handled things, the whole racist thing and what he said. But I will say this. I call myself Christian, and the people that I know are Christians are not behave. We're so hypocritical as a people when it comes to our religion. It's ridiculous. How many times have you said the C word? If I don't know if I can say it on YouTube, cracker. How many times have you said that out your mouth coming up? And if you were to lose your life, you don't consider yourself racist, but you saying this man is racist. Like, okay, you must be his fishing buddy. You must be with him every day, because there are people that have been with him dang near every day that said he was never that at all. But here you go. He racist. I don't give a F about him. Okay, I don't have no problem you saying you don't give a F about him. But to condemn this man, to hell is totally ridiculous. We're not supposed to do that anyway as Christians. You can't condemn somebody to hell. Only God can do that. Nobody else can do that but God. It says, judge, lest ye be judged. Judge not, lest ye be judged in the Bible. It also says you can judge a man by his fruits. All that means is, as a Christian, you can pull another Christian to the side and be like, dude, you ain't doing right. You need to straighten up. But none of that says that you can sit there and say, I hope you go to hell. You going to hell. I hope you burn in hell. It don't say none of that. So let's proceed with this post. So for you so-called Christians out there who celebrating someone dying because of a racist comment, just so you know, I don't think you can call yourself a Christian. Just saying, hate me all you want. That man was an icon. Yeah, he made a racist comment. However, I bet you let a few crackers and other racial derogatory terms fly out your mouth in your lifetime. Remember, a racist comment or a name is based on the perception of the person you calling that name and making that comment to. So any name or phrase you said that you think wasn't racist was probably racist to someone. Also, when you did you lose 30 years of your legacy like he did? Did you lose millions of endorsements and relationships? That man has paid in court of public opinion for that rant. He also explained why he said what he said. And he also apologized. Both George Foreman. Yeah, what's up?
My bad. I don't mean to cut you off. Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about. I remember this shit. Didn't this shit happen like, I don't know, like fucking
years ago,
like 15 years ago?
Put it to you like this, dude. I actually have the actual comment because some dumbass posted it, and here's the dumbass that posted it. So let's look at these comments. Let me finish my post, and then we're gonna go to comments. I got the thing because I can't remember exactly when he did it.
But this was when he had his TV. It was like right after his TV show went off.
To be specific, bro, the comment that he made was actually 10 years to the day.
Wow.
10 years to the day he dies.
Wow.
So of course, black people. There was a black woman on there talking about, boy, this ain't our ancestors answering our prayers and da 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 da. And I'm just like, you stupid bitch. You must not understand that this man gave his life to Christ in 2000 and I want to say it was 23. What if that was all that God was waiting for? For him to give his life to Christ, and then boop. All right, come on up there. So you got folk wishing this man go to hell. And the joke's on you, Jack. He ain't going to hell. So I went on to say, I thought we were supposed to forgive as Christians. I said he explained why he did. He apologized. Both George Foreman and The Rock have both defended that man and said he was never racist. You can forgive, but you don't have to forget. You don't have to celebrate his passing. That's my only problem with it. Don't celebrate the man's passing. Don't condemn him to hell. You don't know that man.
Didn't the black dude, his daughter was dating, didn't he treat her like shit?
I'm not sure, but I bet you we can find out. But my point was, I said, dang, all you gotta do is be quiet. But saying he going to hell and posting memes making fun of his demise, all I can say is reaping and sowing flows both ways. You know, during the election cycle, I have found out a whole lot of people. Some people unfriended me for political views. I never unfriended them, and even thought about it, because I'm an adult, and most adults can disagree and still be okay the next day. Well, I see now I will have to unfriend some people, not because of an opinion they have or a political view. I will unfriend someone for their lack of having good character. That's a way better reason for unfollowing or unfriending. No one deserves their death to be celebrated unless they are truly evil and have caused harm to multitudes of people like Saddam and Bin Laden, etc. That's what my point was. So one of my guys I played football with in college, he comes on and he says, dude, fuck Hogan, respectfully. And I put, that's your opinion. I respect it. However, no one's death should be celebrated, especially by Christians. That's facts. I respect you. I respect because you ain't on here like other folks making fun of someone whose daughter and family can see these remarks and are totally devastated right now. He says, do you think his daughter boyfriend feels some type of way after he called him all types of niggas because he didn't want his daughter with a black man? How do you think he feels since you care about so-called Christians? I put, well, I am not that dude. However, Hogan came back and he said he actually liked the guy. As far as how he feels about being called that, we as black folks got to stop being so damn sensitive. First off, that word that the white man took and stole from the Ethiopian word negus, which means sovereignty, can't offend the real man that knows his history of the word and knows that they take anything positive and try to turn it into a negative just to get to react emotionally, to get us in trouble. We have to be more controlled, bro. I get what you're saying, though. I just think you missing my point. I ain't saying anybody has to like Hogan. I'm just saying someone that meant so much to the culture of America who has done good things shouldn't be celebrated that they died like they some kind of war criminal. Before that rant he did, if he had never said it, we would all be out here saying RIP. He does one thing and all of a sudden he is hated like he's Saddam Hussein. Hell, Biden has used that word before, but you don't hear black folks saying a darn thing about Biden using it. He says yawning. That's the South mentality, because up here in Chicago, crackers get fucked up. I ain't about where word came from. It's how you use it here. Fuck around, find out. I said, well, gotcha. Well, since you spent your formative college years down here in the South, I think you know they don't fly down here either. Didn't say I wouldn't retaliate. I would just be smart about it. I would provoke them to swing on me first and then stomp a mutt hole in their ass. So you got to be smart, my brother, because they aren't going to think we smart.
That was your frat brother that just said that comment?
That is a former football teammate of mine.
How old is this nigga talking like that still?
He's got to be, I'm 49. He's got to be at least 52. 52.
And
that shows you why Kamala got so many fucking votes right here. I got another guy that's about 50. I'm about to read his comment. And when you hear this nigga grew up less than 20 minutes from my home. I have a conservative upbringing, West Indian daddy, country black mama, great upbringing, great morals and everything. We come from the same fucking area, CSRA, Georgia, East Central Georgia, near Augusta, Georgia. So the guy agreed with me kind of when I said that I would just stomp a mutt hole in them. I let them, I would make them retaliate first. So this guy comes on my thing. His name, this guy here, he's to me, he's beta-ish. He's married now. To me, he's beta as fuck.
You don't have to highlight their name, nigga.
I know. I got you. He says, I will always remember when Hulk Hogan's son killed someone while driving drunk. What the hell has to do? What the fuck did that has to do with him dying? His son got drunk and killed someone drunk driving. And he says the Hulkster said his whole family would be reincarnated as black people as punishment. May he burn in hell. So this was his fucking comment right here. And I don't know why the hell you sitting there and blurting out the word when your ass is using it. Let me see if I can get it to where it ain't showing his name. I can't do that. Hold on. It's not letting me do it. Hold on. All right, so this thing. Let me see if I can go from the bottom. You know what?
Hey, this nigga Sean got no problem putting y'all niggas on blast.
I sure don't fucking do. I sure fucking don't.
Nigga Sean, I'm like, yo.
I
I'm
sure
like, hey,
fucking don't. I sure
hey,
fucking don't.
hey, Sean, remember, you ain't light skinned like me, nigga.
I don't give a fuck about none of them, bro. These dudes ain't worth shit. You hear me? These dudes here, they didn't change. These motherfuckers here didn't change.
No,
So,
Sean,
what?
you're wrong. They
I
didn't
changed.
change.
I changed.
You were the one that. It's like this, man. When you wake up out the matrix, bruh, and you actually open your eyes, bruh, and you look around, it will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the shit you see, you just like, that hasn't been like that. It's like it's like having a house with a shitty yard, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's
You
better.
never you never really paid attention to it like your yard is shitty. Then one day spring comes,
That's
the
better.
grass is growing.
Mm-hmm.
You see your neighbor's yard is all green, no patches and all that, and you look
Mm-hmm.
at your yard, you be like, wait, damn, my yard look fucked up. Got patches everywhere, dirt spots, nigga. Dog pissing stains on this shit. Damn, fuck. See, you never realized that your shit was shitty. I'm like, your lawn was shitty is because it was the wintertime.
Right.
Because everybody lawn looked as shitty, but when it came to spring, yours the only one. And so what
Mm-hmm.
happened was you you was awakened. You had your real awakening. You opened your eyes, said F what society wanted to show me. I'm going to look at what I'm actually seeing with my own two eyes. And it's like you woke up like a brand new baby and you see life differently. And I'm not going to say you see life differently. You see life on a, it's like you're pleading with somebody's reason and compelling to their judgment. And so, like, you're basically, it's what you would call a free thinker.
Yeah. I see myself as a free thinker.
You're a free thinker,
I
you're a
sure do.
free man, and all these niggas are slaves. And you gotta
Yeah.
understand, bro, you're talking to slaves and zombies, brother.
Oh, I know. I know it's sad, man. It's sad. And I'm at the point now, man. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not trying to talk no sense into none of these dumbasses. I am done. So this
All
is
you
the
could do is
comment.
use
Oh,
them
go ahead.
niggas as content, nigga. Pimp them bitches out too, nigga. Just use them niggas as for content, nigga.
That's
Because
what I do.
trust me. When I say that, I understand where you're coming from because I have had niggas that turn their backs on me from what one fat bitch said about me.
Dude, I had a dude I've known for over 20 something. We talking about since the time I was 19 years old.
Mm,
Known the dude for more. I am 49. Do the fucking math.
damn, y'all niggas old.
I known this nigga since I was
Fuck
19
nigga.
years old. Do you realize because of a comment I put on Facebook? And the comment went something like, well, this is going on. What should that tell you? He comes on my fucking Facebook page and tells me it should tell you to shut the fuck up. Highly disrespectful. Not only that, nigga, you's a fucking internet bully, which means you really a pussy nigga. To say that shit when you got my phone number. Then to make matters even worse, bro. This dude, this happened before this comment. This dude had another frat brother, or they was probably talking about me, and this frat brother took it upon himself to call me and ask me because he wasn't on Facebook. He took it upon himself to call me and say, "Dude, are you okay? I'm checking on you because all the other frat brothers are saying you sound like you done lost your fucking mind." No, nigga, I done woke up. Y'all motherfuckers and lost Y'all fucking mind. I'm like, damn, are we not adults here? So y'all gonna talk about a nigga behind my back when you got my fucking number? What's crazy is my best friend from college. He and I think the same. We don't always agree about shit because he don't believe in Jesus, but he believes in a God, but he don't believe in Jesus.
Bruh.
But
So
we got
a mother. Just hear me out. Let me tell you this quick story, and it's gonna relate to what you had to say, right?
go ahead.
So I remember when I was 24 years old, and I'm just in the trucking game, right? All my other homies, they're college graduates, and they can't find jobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was the only one that was making money. I wasn't just making money; I was actually making good fucking money.
And you didn't have a degree, did you?
Didn't have a degree.
Hmm.
The only person who didn't have a degree, them niggas were basically about to be homeless and living with their parents. I was just like, shit, y'all can stay with me. They was just like, man, we don't got jobs like that. I was like, nigga, I got the rent. Don't worry about it, man. Shit. I was like, y'all want to crash? I can crash. I was like, hey, at least I got somebody to look at my spot while I'm gone. They was like, all right, bet. Nigga, with the thing, I had a bitch told me that I'm trying to be a sugar daddy for niggas.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's some bullshit.
And
Why is it? What? I don't understand. Why?
and this is the same bitch that watched me lose about $600, and I ain't give a fuck about it like that.
You know what, man? I've been that dude like you, bro. That's been in my circles, in my cliques, whatever you want to call it. I've always been the giving dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm always been the dude that's been like, I got you, bro. Don't ever ask for shit back. Doing shit out the kind of heart. Got a big ass heart and shit. But the niggas I'm talking about, these dudes that acting the fool and shit, like these niggas ain't never did shit for me.
Mm-hmm. It be the niggas
I don't consider you having a party doing shit for me, especially when you the one that promotes your parties and then you ask me to promote for you on my social media, and then you like, hey man, come by the party and shit, and I come by and support your ass. And every time I come to support your ass, your party be jack shit. That shit never be hitting on shit. The only time your parties be worth a damn is when you hold them at your house. Anywhere else publicly you put on anything, that shit be bullshit. And I
So
still support you.
that's funny because the niggas who don't do shit for you got the most to fucking say, bruh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like, I never understood that shit. And real talk, I really never understood that shit. I never understood that shit when I was a little child. I never understood that shit. Hell, even as an adult now,
Right.
I'm like, one, what what do you do for me, bro? You don't do shit for me, nigga.
At all. But
It always
at
baffles
all.
me, my guy.
It is. But this is the statement that he made, and I ain't gonna lie, it's a badass fucking statement. He put, I mean, I'd rather if she was going to F some N-word, I'd rather have her marry an 8 foot tall N-word worth $100 million, like a basketball player. I guess we're all a little racist. Effing N-word. That's his statement that he made 10 years ago. Once again, 10 years ago. Okay. So I'm about to read you some shit, and then we're gonna go to some because here
You know why?
they still fucking with me because the old boy I just read before, he come back on here, said they put so here's how they responded to me saying shit. Cause they said old boy said, here's another comment. I will always remember when Hulk Hogan's son killed. He already read that. He said, may he burn in hell. And I put
which doesn't have nothing to do with him, but okay.
right. He said, he said, okay, then I said, oh, so you condemned him to hell. I thought only God could do that. Guess not. Jesus would be so proud of you. He said, look, bro, I'm probably borderline getting into heaven anyway. I just hope when God sees I don't eat pork, they'll get me over the hump. He being funny. That turned the that turned the other cheek and love those who don't love you thing doesn't sit well with me. So yeah, I hope he suffers in whatever the bad place his religion specifies. I said, well, seeing that he accepted Christ, I doubt your request will be granted. And I put a little smiley face. So then he says, man, a mofo lives his life as an unabashed racist, thinks folks are supposed to be. Now, see, I see what I did is I hit a nerve. When I put, well, seeing he accepted Christ, I doubt your request will be granted. He didn't even know the dude was a Christian. He didn't even know the dude got baptized in 2023. He said the remark 10 years ago. So now, as a Christian, you don't believe Christ can change somebody's heart. You don't believe that Christ can actually help someone be a better person because you sitting there talking about he lived his life as an unabashed racist. So why are you even following a religion that you don't even believe fucking works?
Y'all the Mongo.
Why?
It's
Why?
because, bruh.
Huh?
Angry. Shout out to Angry Man. Angry Man said something one time, a long time ago. He said, "Black folks don't give a fuck about. They don't give a fuck about um, racism, all that shit. They just want they get back. They just want
Man,
they
I
get
tell you,
back.
man, I tell you,
That's all black folks want. Black folks just want their motherfucking get back. They want to they they want to enslave white people the same way white people enslave black people.
right.
Remember now,
Mm-hmm.
remember, black people who have never experienced the injustice of their ancestors, but they complain it about the most. Remember, only 4% of black people in the world lives in the United States of America. Only 4% of I'm going to Umar Johnson this shit. Only 4%. My brother, only 4% of black people live
My
inside the
brother,
United
only
States of America.
4%.
Only 4%. Percent. But we're the most privileged, the most economic economic economically rich black folks in the world, but we do the most fucking complaining. Half y'all niggas will cry if the government deports your ass to Africa.
Right. So check this out, right? So I guess I must have gave okay. So the dude says, man, the mofo live his life on the bass. So you think this is wild? Nah, I hope I never get that. Okay, so he said he lives his life as an unabashed racist. Think folks are supposed to remember him fondly. Come on, you think this is wild? Nah, I hope I never get to that level of forgiveness. So you sitting actually saying you never get to that level of forgiveness. This is wild to me to hear a Christian man, and I know a Christian man say this shit. So then somebody else from our college comes in and says,
Sean,
"You're
Sean,
fucking wild," and talking to the other dude.
Sean,
Cool. What?
Sean. Hey, Sean. This is what you would call um. How the fuck are you mad about something that never happened to you? Or are you just that blind loyal? If you, I would love to have a nigga that loyal and blind at the same time, bruh, because I could literally tell this motherfucker to do anything, like vote for a Indian woman and say that she's black.
Right.
Yeah, these niggas get on my nerves, bruh. Like they only care about. Why do black people only care about the semantic bullshit and not the real shit?
I know, right?
Like For real, whenever I bring up the gang violence in the black community, everybody don't. It literally tends to get quiet. Then when the people who talk about the gang violence, they're only talking about it in a good light. I'm like, how are you going to talk good about gang violence off of all those dead bodies of all those dead black children?
Huh? Oh yeah,
You
no.
feel me?
Yeah, man, I got you. I
Like
figured out.
how you going to talk about gang violence? Like, I mean, how are you not going to say anything about gang violence, but you want to talk about racism? How you want to talk about white supremacy, but you won't say shit about the abortion rate? How you gonna talk about anything that is affecting black folks, but you won't talk about what's going on in your own community? You won't talk about black folks are non-forgiving to white folks when it comes to dumb mistakes. Do I think what Hulk Hogan said is stupid? Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely think. I think it was appalling and all that shit.
Yeah, it's a
But
problem.
can I find forgiveness in it? Yeah. As long as the motherfucker is sincere in trying to do better, I can't complain because at the end of the day, how many times have we gotten the short end out the stick as black folks?
Right.
How many times have I'm like, you cannot sit here and say all white people are racist when motherfucking a half a million white people die to to free your ancestors out of bondage, my nigga.
500,000.
Half a million white men died. And that's just a estimate. That's just a get. Remember, the Civil War is the most deadliest war in America's history.
In America's history, sure is. In
So that is
America's
just
history.
me guess. I guarantee the North probably lost way more than a half a million, probably a million plus.
I'm trying to tell you.
So
So
we,
so basically, after I said all that, okay, so he said he was borderline getting in heaven anyway. So I thought that was crazy. Uh and I told old boy that his wishes for him to burn in hell will probably not come to fruition because old boy got baptized in 2023. Now, once again, folks, he made the statement 10 years ago about his daughter's ex-boyfriend. Here it is,
but
10 years later.
haven't forgive that nigga who stole $5 from you, and you whooped his ass, and you still haven't forgiven that nigga. Fuck out of here.
You know what I'm saying? It's a pot boy. One thing I can say about Democrats and black people is they both some hypocritical motherfuckers.
Yeah, like the
And
whole
they're hypocritical. They fucking short term memory. They you can't hold themselves accountable.
ho. You talking about like how the Democrats windmilling about the whole Epstein shit, talking about Giselle Maxwell can't be trusted, yada yada yada, and all that shit. I'm like,
Not only that, they are now saying that with this whole Tulsi Gabbard thing and about Obama, that they are trying to steer clear or distract from the Epstein stuff, not knowing or not realizing and not remembering that the House Speaker has already called for all information that is relevant to be released, and the was it a deputy attorney general is meeting with Ghislaine Maxwell.
check this out. They don't want that shit. You want to know? Do you know the real reason why they don't want that Epstein file list comes out?
Why? Too many of
Because
them.
all that shit falls under the Democrats.
Hell yeah. Because here's the
We're,
thing that people don't realize. When the fuck was Epstein arrested, bruh, and goddamn sentenced? Max. What year was that?
I
2023,
can't.
2020? No, it was 2022, 2023, right?
No. It was like 16, 2016, 15.
Okay, so after he was placed in jail, who was the president?
Obama.
Okay, why the fuck they had all this information they fucking releasing when Obama was fucking in office?
Who tried his ass?
I don't remember, but here's the thing: the same
How
information
long
they had
Letitia
when
James
Obama
have
was
been?
in the fucking office is the
How
same
long?
information they had when Biden got in office, and Biden knew that Trump was going to run against his
Could you
ass
Google
for
something for
election.
me? Could you Google, Sean, my brother? I'm summoning my Umar Johnson. Could you Google something for me, my brother?
Go ahead, bro.
Could you Google something for me, my brother?
Go ahead, bro.
How long Letitia James? Letitia James? How long, my brother? How long has she been serving for New York?
Okay, so tenure as Attorney General. All right, so Letitia James in May 2018, James, who initially planned to run for mayor of New York City in 2021, declared her candidacy for Attorney General of New York and won the Democratic primary on September 13th, 2018.
2018. Now, Epstein was dead before she got in. Who
Right.
was the person before her, though?
Okay.
Well, like, what was her role before she became Attorney General? But before she became the state attorney of New York.
One at a time, buddy. One at a time, buddy. So before Letitia, why is it saying who he is?
Letitia James.
Okay, who was the attorney general before Letitia James? Why the fuck is it not giving me the answer? Ain't that weird as
Letitia
what?
James.
See, did it again. Ain't that weird as hell? That's weird as shit. I'm still looking. I think okay. What was the second question? Because it's tripping. You said what position did she hold before she became attorney general?
Yes.
What that got to do with anything?
I'm just. Was she working in the state's office?
All right. And then we're gonna get back to what I was saying so that we can mystery deepens over court delay and ruling on Trump's appeal to Teacher Jane. She released. Hold on.
You know what? That doesn't work.
We gotta go to the overview. We gotta go to overview. It's all good. Early life
No,
education career. Here we go.
it doesn't work.
Defender.
It doesn't work. It doesn't matter. All right, she was a public defender.
Okay.
She went from public defender become. You know what? That's New York.
Ain't that the same fucking thing that happened with Jasmine Croc shit? She was a public defender. She went to the dude and was like, "Look, you need to hire me as an attorney. I know I don't got no fucking experience." She admitted this. This is out her mouth. Now, of course, I'm paraphrasing.
I know I don't got no experience, but I'm black, bruh. I'm gonna be real with you, bruh. And this is me being one humbug, bruh. I would have never said no dumb shit like that in my life.
Asked who was the Attorney General for
Hold on.
Obama.
It was
So-
it was Garland. It was Garner.
Garland was attorney general for Obama.
Garner. Okay. Yeah, he was the attorney, but he got tried. He got tried in New York though.
Right.
So it would have fallen under the state's attorney of New York, because remember they wanted it to be so it was Garner and also the state of the.
All of this is ad hominem inflection.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm a little tired too, so I can't.
I got
remember
you. I understand you may not. I'm gonna stay on and finish my fucking rant about this shit. I know that much, and then I'm gonna go to talking about these other people. But it's all good. I know you got to drop out whenever.
My bad. Go ahead, finish what you say. No, my bad. The only thing I was just saying is that the Democrats got a lot to lose because the shit did get tried in New York, and New York has forever been Democrats for I don't know how long. So
okay,
the Democrats dropped the ball on this shit in New York, and they dropped it federally under Obama.
Yeah, they did. All it is, dog. History repeats itself, and stuff runs in cycles. Remember when the Republican Party was in shambles? It wasn't this fucking bad. But at the same time, you got to understand the roots of both parties. The Democratic Party is the party of slavery, Jim Crow, Southern Manifesto, all this bullshit. So they've
Racism
done
still.
racism. They've done so much bad shit, and it
Still,
has to come back on them.
still racist. I
Mhm.
have been called the N-word more times on TikTok, and I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I have not had a Republican call me N-word yet.
Mm.
I have met a lot of insensitive Republicans, but I have not met a person who literally called me out my name, called me N-word and all that ish.
I think I might do a whole show one day, man, on racist black people or black people that have TDS, because it's a lot of it on my fucking Facebook page. You got folk that are consciously making the decision to hate somebody without any basic logical sense to it. Like I had a chick said, it don't matter what the fuck he did, I'm gonna hate him anyway. I'm like, God damn. Seriously? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
These motherfuckers forgive all these pedophiles in the black community, but they don't give a shit about when it comes to if a white person was racist one time. Oh, you racist forever.
What pedophile are you talking about?
Shit. All those grown ass men who used to pick up all those high school students.
Ooh.
And all those high school females, and the moms didn't say shit because mama was getting money from she was getting money from his ass. So basically, mom was pimping her daughter out to a grown ass man. But we ain't gonna talk about nothing about that. But hey, that's it.
Right.
That's
Well, here's
just
the crazy thing. So as the comments went on, I dog walked their ass so much that they started laughing at my comments, which to me is passive aggressive and also a sign of you gave up and you start deflecting too. So after old boy, and I know you got to go. After old boy had said what he said about hope he never get to that level of forgiveness, somebody from our college came in and said to him, "You are effing wild." And then they put their little smiley faces on, laughing face. Then the other guy comes in and says, "What the F is you on, bruh?" Talking to me. You doing drugs? I said, the truth is the truth. Why I got to be on drugs? Laughy emoji, laugh emoji, laugh emoji. Never said I love Hope. Never said I agree with what he said or anything like that. I'm on drugs because I don't respond to things emotionally. Funny. You do realize when you start hurling insults like, "Are you on drugs?" That's considered ad hominem, right? Just saying, don't get mad at me because I have an opinion different than yours. Damn, can't even think differently than some people. Laugh emoji, laugh emoji. Both of them liked and laughed at that comment. I said, okay, and then I said to this other guy, I said he lived his whole life as a racist? Question mark. I said, dude, how close were you to Hogan? Y'all golfing buddies? Because people who know him personally say he wasn't. But you, big so-and-so, knows him more than them. They both laughed at that. So to me, that's like, if you laughing at what I said and then respond to what I said, either defending yourself or at least, that shows me your ass is getting dog walked. And then you're being silent like, oh, my next live, I'm gonna actually talk about Larry Elder and the fucking 3-year-old interview with fucking Charlemagne. I got to. But anyway, the next comment is this. You using them big words that I don't know what the fuck they mean. What the fuck that mean? No. Now there's a no fucking punctuation, so that's why I sound like I'm just saying this. He says you using them big words that I don't know what the fuck they mean, so I'm gonna just say okay. I laughed at that shit. Then here's how they start fucking deflecting and not paying no attention. So the other guy talks to the other guy, so they off me because I damn dog walked him. He said, "This is too funny. The Hulkamaniacs are mourning. He wasn't racist. He just thought brother and nigga were interchangeable." Laugh emoji. He'll be nominated posthumously for an NAACP award next year. Laugh emoji. Deflection like a fuck. The other guy says that other guy, no, they hurt ripping off t-shirts and shit, laughing and shit. The other guy says the other guy, he a Christian, so he cool to say nigga and brother, laugh emoji. I said, well, he's actually said nigga before he got baptized. He didn't give his life to Christ till 2023. That's what I said to him. No response. And then I said to the other guy, he never said nigga after he was baptized and changed his life around. The fact that you think he lived his whole life as a racist even after he was baptized in 223 shows him that you don't even believe Christianity works. Just be an atheist, nerd. What's the point of being in a religion that you don't think works? Because saying he lived his whole life even after becoming born again is highly hypocritical. I'm just saying. So you notice now, the way I respond to people, I let them go ahead. Okay, so here's another thing. So he goes on. Now this is some bullshit. I wonder if this is the same thing. Mm-hmm. So many pussy. Okay, so one of the guys, right? He comes on here, and this is his post on his page, which he has the right to think how he wants on his page, folks. But this is what I want to show you what pussy bitch ass niggas do when you have dog walk they ass in a sensible debate on shit. They say this. I've never seen this 2 hours ago. I've never seen so many pussy ass black men defend a white man for saying nigga only because they did bicep curls with their mama. LRG large can of pinto beans and ripped off them cheap ass t-shirts from Montgomery Ward. Man, let me head to my house and play in my backyard. That's what he says. And the people that I'm going on here because the people that either laughed or loved it, if I know any of them, I think I'm going to go ahead on and unfollow. Not unfriend, but unfollow. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So go ahead and unfollow him. Because here's the thing. Now you can't see none of my shit. Now, the only reason I'm not going to unfollow this cat is because I responded to one of his comments 2 hours ago and he hadn't responded back. So then I come on and said, they shooting, clock that. See this chick here that said, clock that. Any chick this age talking like she a social media influencer don't got no fucking sense anyway. The little Hulkamaniacs done growed up, brother. Should have made this shareable, LOL. This chick here talking about something should have made this shareable, LOL. I guarantee you this chick's single as fuck and ain't even got no fucking man. Single as fuck. Ain't got no. You can't make this shit up, dude. You can't make that shit up. You can't make it up. But anyway, let me get this off and let me go to some responses from people that actually know the guy and actually spent time with the guy instead of other people that think they know somebody. And
I am so sorry. This must hit you profoundly.
More than you'll ever know.
this a grown fucking man.
Who's that? Ric Flair?
Yeah. In front of this video got viewed 1.1 million people. This 4.9 million subscribers on TMZ. This is a TMZ video. This man is crying in front of a million some people. And he don't get why? When a man truly goddamn, men can show their feelings and their emotions. You can't sit there and tell me Ric Flair's a fucking beta. You've never been a fucking beta.
People always wanted to paint us as enemies, but we were actually very, very close friends. And we kept up with each other on a regular basis. So I just talked to Jimmy Hart yesterday, and he was fine. To have this happen is just horrible.
You heard that, folks? He said he just talked to Jimmy Hart yesterday. Jimmy Hart was Hulk's manager through a lot of the years. He was, especially his early years when he slammed Andre and all that. Yeah, he was there.
How did you get the news? I'm so sorry, Rick. I am so sorry.
Oh, I've gotten it from everybody, man. Won't stop. And that's a good thing because everybody is saying something nice. When social media can be so cruel, in
You
this
hear that? You hear that? Social media can be so cruel. We're gonna get to that.
case, everybody is saying something nice.
So,
Man, what the hell happened to Rick's head, dude? He gashed up like he was in the ring yesterday.
you know, I knew him over the years, but not like
He loved you, Harvey.
I really had a connection with this guy. I'm wondering what he meant to you. I mean, I want to hear your connection to him.
Well, we had magic. I mean, it wasn't like me and Steamboat, but we just had a chemistry that was, I felt like equal to me and Steamboat, but in a different way. And he was so over. I mean, when I went there in the '90s. I had never seen anything like it in my life. And the music started, and he came down the hallway. And I mean, I would get him down for 2 minutes, and we'd have it's just an unbelievable relationship. I mean, and I'll give you an idea of how much fun we had working together. If we were doing a dark match after TV, we would go and he'd say room service and throw me in, give me the boot, drop the big leg on me. We got back to the hotel for room service. I mean, that's how much fun we had working together.
So you guys were rivals in the ring. And I'm so curious about this. Did that ever kind of bleed out into real life, or were you always secretly friends?
Always friends, always friends. I'd be remiss to say I wasn't jealous that he was making so much more money than me, but it had nothing to do with him. It's just, I'm not going to bring up his name. It's the promotion just put me in a bad spot, but not with him ever. Are you kidding? I loved him, and
This dumbass.
everywhere we went, we drew money. It's just we had a connection, and since then we've done signings together, and like the Hard Rocks, and I keep up with him. I've been out to his bar for karaoke, and I mean, it just everybody wants to take a shot at the Hulk, but he doesn't deserve it. People make mistakes, and who knows how that happened, but it just it's unfair to judge anybody by I mean who would I be to judge anybody? I mean, really, who is anybody that's a celebrity to judge anybody? We've all made mistakes.
So, I've talked to him over the years, and about his ups, of which there were many, and his downs, of which there were definitely some. Where was he at the end of his life in terms of his head? Where was Hulk Hogan? Terry Bollea.
Well, I think he was doing great in it, but there's people that just they take shots at Hulk, and they want to blame him for being protective of his position, but they don't. The young guys don't understand that back in the '80s, it wasn't as political as it is now, but you had to fight for your position. I mean, not fist fight, but in some cases even fist fight. But because everybody wanted to be you. Does that make sense?
It does. And you mentioned being political. He was political. I mean, he was, I believe, the star of the Republican National Convention last year. And that, look, we're a 50-50 country divided. And he paid a price for that even when he showed up in the ring.
Yeah, well, you know what? One thing about Hulk, and I've never forgotten it. He used to say to me, it's not about who's the best worker, it's about who makes the most money. I hated that saying.
Well, what's interesting about that saying is that kind of applied to your relationship with him, that he made a lot more money than you, and that's what mattered to him, yet you never showed jealousy toward him.
No, I couldn't. I wasn't mad at him. I was mad at the promotion. I'm not going to bring up any names because now it's not a time to blame anybody. But, you know, he with me, he knew that I wanted to work with him because that meant I was on top, and we had some fantastic dealings. The match with Shaquille O'Neal as special referee, and then the Halloween Havoc where Tommy Hearns, Muhammad Ali, Sherry Martel. I mean, they're never going to be called classics, but they drew money, and we drew money. And the one thing that I said it publicly at the Garden one night. My son went to 6 rehabs, and he never. My insurance didn't cover rehab, so Hulk lent me money one time to keep him in rehab and to keep him off life support. So I've never forgotten that. And I went to pay him back, and he said, "You never have to pay me back. I'm here for you."
Wow.
And then when I was dying in the hospital, I don't remember, but he was the first one there. So how do you forget things like that?
So this is, an hour after we broke the news. So maybe it's too early, but I'm going to try. He was a complicated man. What do you think his legacy is?
His legacy is he's arguably, along with Steve Austin, the biggest star in the history of wrestling. For his generations, he was light years ahead of me. I used to go back to Minneapolis to see my mom and dad, and they weren't part of the NWA. And it's one of the greatest things I ever remember. My dad would say to me, "Everybody knows who Hulk Hogan is. They don't know you." Okay, Dad.
Well, that's not true.
No, in Minneapolis, because we didn't go there, and I mean, we met up on the road, and when we did.
All right, so that's mostly what Ric Flair is saying. We're gonna go to this Instagram post, which is it's despicable. It's despicable. And once again, folks, I'm not saying I'm not worshiping Hulk Hogan. I'm not saying I agree with his racist comments because they were racist. I'm not saying that, he's some saint. All I'm saying is if you're an atheist, fine. If you're a Muslim, fine. But you can't call yourself a good person, a Christian, or anything like that. If you are wishing he burn in hell, you mocking his, just like all these. Remember, those in the manosphere in the red pill thought Colette who pick on or call attention to hold accountable these women that celebrated KS's death. How about that? How about that comparison?
Get out of there.
You was okay with holding accountable women that celebrated the death of someone that they hated.
Get out of there, Sean. Get out of there.
But when this man comes along and you hate him, and somebody holds you accountable, whoo. See what I say? Hypocrites. If you're a man in the manosphere and you can't forgive, or you call yourself a Christian and you are mocking this man and celebrating his death, you're not a man that need to be in the manosphere. You's a bitch. You are the person that you have been trying to escape the matrix. You're that person that you're trying to escape from. That's in the matrix.
That nigga.
You became that motherfucker. In less time than it took you to get out of the matrix, you quickly have just now reverted in the matter of a day because of your stupidity and your beta ass ways. Beta ass ways.
Niggas don't give a fuck. Sean. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck, Sean. You should know that by now. They don't care, bruh. They don't care.
I know. So this guy comes in here and says you're funny with your thought process. So this is what I answered him back with because I just remember making that statement. I said it's called free thinking. Remember when women celebrated KS passing? And I just said, and left it at that. And left it at that. Y'all don't understand. You ain't talking to a dumb nigga. This ain't no dumb niggas nowhere in this podcast. Ain't no dumb niggas nowhere in this podcast. There are no plantation in master's room folding his damn linens in the field picking no cotton ass dudes on this podcast. Our mindset is not that. You ain't no crab ninjas on this podcast. None of that. We are free thinkers, baby.
I got my freedom papers years ago, nigga.
Yeah, because I was the one that was hiding in the bedroom closet with a shotgun. The moment he came in there, I blew his head off, and then I made sure that I blew his wife's leg off as well, too, and threw her ass out the window. That's the type that we are. Got us fucked up.
I don't know. I ain't saying I don't know what Dragon talking about. Dragon came in with the full clip.
Say, when you said that shit, that's something innate from like going back to times. So I had dreams of scalping motherfuckers. Put it like that. So it's something innate. When you say slave master, it automatically went there because I would have been the one, and I probably was that one in that closet at that time during that lifetime, waiting. The moment he came in there, I popped his dome. Like, I would have been that one for that. You got me fucked up. I'm not. Hell no. Hell no. Ain't no way. No. Just saying. That's the mentality of us. We ain't playing that role in here. No.
That dude Dragon came in swinging for the. It's all good, man. So once again, the post says Hulk Hogan died on the anniversary of his racist rant scandal where he called black people the N-word hard R exactly 10 years later. Now, here's the crazy thing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sean. Do you know how weak that shit seems, bruh? You keep a grudge against somebody for 10 years that said something not against you? This is some fellas.
He said it about a young black man, and like I said,
fellas, this is weak, fellas.
It's weak sauce.
Like I'm not for the man. Like I'm like, don't get it twisted. I did when I was a child, bro. I used to love Hulk Hogan, bro. I seen Hulk. Man, I was lived up there in Connecticut, so I seen Hulk Hogan a couple of times because hey. Wrestling is the wrestling capital of the world is in Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut. Not Hartford, Connecticut, but in Connecticut. When you go up 95, you see the worldwide wrestling headquarters, and so I grew up watching wrestling, and dog, the fact that this is the best, what hold on, what's up with the since I hold a grudge like this, can we get a grudge for the nigga who killed Nipsey Hussle? Can we have a grudge against Dr. Umar Johnson, which this nigga has been talking about opening up a school for so long that nigga I got gray hairs now. No, dead ass, real talk. That's how long Dr. Umar talked about open up in a school.
Man, fuck Umar.
Nigga.
Yep.
Umar Johnson been talking about opening up a school for so long, nigga, that I used to be able to fuck 5 times in one night, nigga. That's how long Umar John, nigga. I'm only fucking once or twice, nigga.
Oh
A night,
hell
nigga.
no!
Give me a
That's how
pillow.
long Umar
Get out of
Johnson.
here.
Umar
Get out of
Johnson.
here, man.
Umar Johnson been goddamn. I've been waiting on Dr. Umar Johnson open up a school for so long, nigga, that I got money now, nigga. When
That shit.
Dr. Umar Johnson, I was in the mud struggling, nigga. When Dr. Umar Johnson, so we got grudges for niggas who said something about another motherfucker years ago, but can we get a grudge for you ladies to stay out of the abortion clinic? Can we get a grudge against that?
John DeMarco.
Can we get a grudge against the niggas in the hood with the 40s?
John DeMarco.
Half of these niggas don't give a fuck about toting a gun, but let me put a book in your goddamn hand, nigga. I watch niggas fall. Watch.
Cook, nigga. Cook,
John
nigga.
DeMarco.
Let me say that again for the ones in the back. These niggas is most scared of a goddamn putting the open book in their goddamn hands than most of these niggas scared of shooting and toting guns.
John DeMarco.
Man, please.
So, well, Hulk Hogan, yeah, the situation with Hulk Hogan happened. Yeah, okay, it happened. What did y'all do about it? Nothing.
I mean, they didn't do a damn thing. The man lost his job. The dude lost endorsements. Dude was like taking off WWE's website and everything. Like, nigga was totally disconnected from the damn thing he helped build.
What did that do?
I'm pretty sure he has faced his comeuppance in the court of public opinion.
Hold on. Let's just say it made him more racist. Can you fucking blame him?
Hell no. Hell fucking no.
It's like, and this is the reason why I always have had a problem with cancel culture, because I said this shit from the beginning. You make more enemies than you make more enemies than anything, because you don't give a path of redemption. At least the American prison system gives nigga the path of redemption. You could murder a nigga and get 25 years and you could come back out.
Right.
But when you take a man's livelihood, you kill him.
Yep, and that's what they did, dude.
So if there was his daughter come up, like, oh, he absolutely hate black people. He absolutely hated black people to the fullest. After he lost his job and all of that shit, to saying something about my boyfriend who I was screwing at the time. But didn't his wife get divorced? Him and his wife get divorced?
Been married 3 times. He had a wife when he died. His first wife, he divorced. He lost $25 million in that divorce. I can't remember when it ended.
So he got married again. So the wife that was doing
he got married 3 times, and the last 2 were they was 30 or 20 something years younger than him.
So the last, hold on, the one that was in the reality TV show was his second wife.
Marriage. No. First marriage.
That was his first marriage. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So he said all of these words during the first marriage, right?
Right. And I think on the show he went through a divorce, and then he married another chick.
So was it? Hold on. Now, hear me out. Wasn't it an audio tape or something like that?
It was a social media post. And it may have been a tape too. The post
Time out,
might
time
have been
out.
the tape might have the post might have been after the tape. But I know he has public.
Time out, time out. No, it was a tape. It was a tape before it was.
Okay,
Hold
so
on, hold on. Time out, time out, time out.
step it down.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sean. My brain's hurt. Are you saying he posted shit?
Okay, it says here. Hulk Hogan lost significant influence and career opportunities when he made his racial comments in 2015 after leaked audio revealed him using racial slurs during a private conversation. WWE suspended his contract and moved him from their programming and website. This incident led to a temporary removal from the WWE Hall of Fame and significant backlash against him, impacting his public image and career. Hogan later publicly apologized for his behavior, but faced ongoing scrutiny and controversy regarding his past comments. So it was an audio tape first. And then that post I showed you, that was that was
who gave him the how did they get an audio tape? I'm trying to figure this out.
It was a private conversation. I don't know how. Because this was it just says former WE champ Hulk Hogan on his daughter's black boyfriend, and it doesn't look like, it looks like a quote. It doesn't look like a post. That might be the quote, the audio quote. And somebody, what they did is they made it look like a post. You feel what I'm saying? It's a meme.
Hold on 1 second.
What I put up there was a meme. That is the actual words he said. It's in quotation marks, so that has to be spoken word. Because if you're posting that, you're not posting that with quotations. You're posting it just typing sentences. So there has to be an audio. That was his audio. Regardless, like you said, though, dog. Okay, yeah, he said it. And I said,
has passed away today at the age of 71. He died on the 10-year anniversary of his racist rants being leaked online.
Now, mind you, you see he's smiling ear to ear. I don't think anybody should be celebrated dying. Like I said, unless it's like a mass homicidal killer, you know, somebody like, I don't know, Manson, you know, Jack the Ripper, Saddam Hussein, you know, somebody like that.
I repeat, 10 years ago, he said a bunch of racist stuff about his daughter's boyfriend. And 10 years from that day, on the same exact day, he did. The simulation is simulating. But it seems like the internet's up in arms. They don't know whether or not to keep calling him a racist now that he's passed. And I think I have the perfect way to handle that. On a game I would like to call, Is It Racist? Where we come to a final verdict on whether or not Hulk Hogan is a racist. Line number 1, and I will be reading these verbatim. And I quote, Brooke is the black man's son. Now, off the rip, I don't feel like that's racist. I feel like that's him stating the obvious. His daughter, Brooke, was sleeping with a black man's son. Final verdict? Same. Next, line number 2, and I quote, I don't give a if she's dating an 8-foot tall as long as he's making $100 million. That's racist.
Yeah.
I don't even know where you're going to find an 8-foot tall.
Sean.
And final verdict?
Race.
Well, man,
when was his first marriage? Do you
his
know
first marriage?
Yeah. When did it end? It.
Hold on. All right, so Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's wives. Here we go. Wife number 1 with wife Linda Hogan in 1983 and divorced in 2009. That means that hold on. He married Jennifer McDaniel. So after the 2009 divorce, he married Jennifer McDaniel, though they split in 2021. 2 years later, he wed his third wife, Sky Daly. So that means that like
It
I
was his
said,
first
he was
wife that-
divorcing. He divorced his first wife on the reality TV show. Remember, most reality TV shows,
It was
when a
his first
couple
wife
makes
that
a
leaked it.
reality TV show.
It was his first wife that leaked it.
So basically, she did that shit
6 years later, though?
Yeah,
purposely.
because remember the tape. It was an audio tape that happened in
A personal,
2007.
a
They
personal during the divorce, probably.
no, yeah, it happened in 2007. It leaked in 2015.
Okay.
We're
Oh, so
talking about
you're talking somebody. That's damn.
we're talking about something that is almost 20 years old. You
Good
can't make this
God.
shit up. You cannot make this shit up. Wow.
After she got 25 million, she tried to take it more from him. She did take
The
it.
black community, the black community is fucking finished. It is fucking finished.
You know, dude.
We're fucking finished. Oh my god, we're a failed fucking race.
Yeah.
I honestly, bro, I used to say this shit. I really never really fucking believed this shit. But you're talking about something that was racist, like quote unquote racist, fuck whatever. In 2007, a different time. Not only is a different time, but clearly motherfuckers have evolved 20 years ago.
It's the same thing with Trump, dude. It's like y'all don't see the change. Trump is way more laid back, way more composed than he was in his first term. And we talking recently, which was what, 2016, bro.
That nigga
Which
Trump
would,
used to be on something.
dude, look at it like this. It's 2025. See, here's the thing. It's just come to my attention that a lot of people don't have critical thinking skills. They really don't. They can't think. Like, how are you going? The dude said the shit in regardless if he said it. Look, regardless if he said that shit in 07 and it was leaked in 215, or he fucking said that shit in fucking 215. Regardless, bruh. How long ago was that? It's 10 years, and you're talking about Trump changed in less than that. Trump changed in 9 years. Not even 9 years, nigga. It was 10 years. When was COVID? COVID started in 2019, right?
Yeah, end of 2000. Well, yeah, we didn't do nothing in America until like March 2020.
So basically, if you think about it, that means Trump changed in 5 years, dude.
A lot could happen in 5 years.
A lot happens in year. A lot can happen in a fucking year. And you talking about a man that made a comment in 07. This man's 71 now. You already know you older you get, you trying to get into heaven. Shit, you try to change for the better.
This nigga stupid.
And you can. This shit is ridiculous. Yeah, the black community, bro, is done. Done. And so if it leaked in 15, so hold on, it leaked in 15.
Yeah, it leaked almost 10 years later.
225 subtract 10, 2015. Damn, was she really trying to get more money from his ass?
Now she's better than money.
So she basically was bitter.
Yeah.
Or maybe destroyed his life, because that's the only. See, it's like this. It's a private conversation.
What's this? Unpacking Hulk Hogan's family drama with ex-wife Linda, daughter Brooke, story by so-and-so 1 day ago. Dang. All it says is, okay, she was married to him 22 years. Had Brooke and Nick from him. Both of them living in the home. So they had no qualms about getting messy in front of cameras while time was spent on Hope being dear old dad. His marriage was obviously in trouble, and Linda filed for divorce in October 2007. They got divorced in 2009, so that means for 2 years they was in a divorce process. And you said it leaked in 07, it leaked in 15, right?
Yep,
And
July 15th
he made the comments when?
in 07.
During a divorce. So her fucking petty ass recorded this. Well, not record this man, but they was on. I guess he made it on the fucking. He must have. No, he
it
must
was the
have made
audio.
it in private. He made it in private.
No.
And
He
she
didn't
recorded
make
that
it.
shit.
Yeah, no, he said it. He was probably having a discussion with. If I remember this shit too. He was talking to his daughter, and it was being recorded. So somebody was recording the whole conversation. Well, it seems like, well, and this is my opinion. What my opinion is probably is that either the mom recorded it, or the daughter Brooke recorded it just to show her boyfriend how racist her dad is. And it's either three people. The boyfriend leaked it, the daughter leaked it. But hold on. I don't even think Brooke leaked it. It's either the boyfriend leaked it or the mama leaked it, because she had nothing to gain from leaking it 15 years later.
Well, here's the thing. I just found this out. It says the Hogan divorce proved messy. Hulk later suing Linda for defamation in 2011, claiming her memoir, Wrestling the Hulk, My Life Against the Ropes, in which she alleged he was abusive during their marriage, contained numerous lies about him. The exes were openly in and out of court, and she looked at it in 15, so she must have motherfucking lost money in that defamation case. It says the exes were ultimately in and out of court for the rest of the decade, tangling over money. So yeah, petty ass, let me get this nigga again. See, but Hulk moved on with his romance life in the meantime. Regardless of what was going on, this motherfucker still said, I'm finna go get me a woman. Got him another one in the 10. He said he was allegedly dating his future third wife, yoga instructor Scott Daly, when he confirmed in February 2022 that he and Jennifer had split up. He proposed to Scott, who was 25 years his junior, July 2023, and he tied the knot 2 months later. Says Brooke, now a mother of 7-month-old twins, with hockey player husband. Thank goodness she got married.
Oh, she got married again? Really?
No, Brooke. Did Brooke get married first time?
Oh, my bad. I was thinking about the Hulk Hogan's ex-wife.
No, this is the daughter. She got married, got 7-month-old. At that time, 7-month-old twin.
No offense, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan, but his ex-wife's kind of busted. The only thing she had was those big ass knockers.
So she was estranged from him?
What, the first wife? The daughter? Supposedly for some months, yeah. Says from my own.
Brooke? Are you talking about Brooke?
Yeah, she was estranged from a
Man.
I have chosen to create some distance between myself and my family, and then focus on people and things that heal my heart and align with my own personal belief, goals, and values. And her estrangement from her father continued in what turned out to be the final years of his life. Ooh, she gonna hate that shit.
Yeah, that shit gonna harm her. That shit gonna hurt her every fucking day. Because here's the thing, bruh. A lot of these fucking rich kids, bruh, they just privileged us. They privileged like a motherfucker, bruh. Because I'm like,
it says she don't even talk to him. She said she doesn't talk to us. She had twins. She got married. She didn't tell us. She had a huge fight with Terry. I don't know how that reflected onto me, but she cut me out too. But here's the thing: from what I seen in him his final days, this nigga was happier than all them motherfuckers. His new wife was off the chain.
She must have been fine.
46, but fine. Yeah, she's good, man.
Well, good for him.
Look, check this out. I'll show you this chick.
I gotta say, like, it's like I just don't understand these motherfuckers. Like, it's like how it, like, of course, it's gonna be liberals that agree with, oh, I'm glad Hulk Hogan is dead, yada yada, is because of the fact that these motherfuckers are like, see what happened? Remember what happened with Donald Trump? What these niggas were saying? Oh, next time, hopefully we get a shooter with better aim. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm telling you, dude, these motherfuckers don't even understand what they wishing on themselves.
I'm like, bro, at least when I felt those thoughts, and nigga, at least it was somebody who really fucked me over and shit. I was like, shit, if I was gonna do it, if I don't do it, somebody's.
You don't know that man from Adam. What the fuck
Shit,
he
like,
did to you personally?
I was like, if I don't do it, then somebody else will. Shit, he gonna fuck somebody else over. But man, like,
These niggas is emotional, dude. Like, why you so fucking emotional? And when I said that shit, notice them motherfuckers went left. They went straight up. You know what? We're gonna start making a mockery of the shit now, because we can't fucking defend our position on shit. Worth a fuck.
You're a coon because you're disagreeing with me and you're making logical thoughts.
Like, dude, like when I tell you, man, I'm about to be a motherfucking what you call it, a spinster, nigga? Don't call me, don't talk to me, don't do shit. This is Sky Daly. This is the chick that he's 25 years older than. She's 46, and this is his widow, right here.
Okay, Hulk Hogan, I see you. Yeah, brother. I see you, brother.
Here's his second wife right here. That motherfucker didn't play. He gonna get him a woman. Fuck that shit. He was like 60 something then.
Listen here, brother.
He must have been 50 something then, since 2011. 71, 25. That's 14 years ago. Yeah, he was like high 50s. No, 14 years ago.
Oh, nigga.
57. Yeah, 57. Sure, I'm gonna look better than him when I'm 57. Fuck that shit. And here was his first wife. Ugh. Damn. That's how she was.
Hold on.
Nigga.
No, is that, well, when was that photo taken?
To me, his life got better. If you don't look, it looked like his life got better, dog. He's smiling.
Hold on. Where was he at? I want to see what she looked like in 2007, because for I remember from that TV show, she was a little bit more busted than that. Put some respect on Hulk Hogan, bro. She was more busted than that, nigga. She was,
you said
like,
Linda Hogan in 2007.
She looked like she was the goddamn crypt keeper back in the day, nigga. I'm just being real, nigga.
I don't know when this was, dog, but this looks like
it says it's showing 2007.
That says 2007? Yeah. Dude, that's when they got divorced. Or the divorce started.
Yeah. She was looking mad busted back then, nigga. I'm just saying, nigga.
This is the woman that he divorced. I'm telling y'all, the wall is real. I'm telling y'all, for all y'all masculine ass, I got a PhD.
I got a PhD.
I don't go 50-50. Click, clack, and clock that hyena mastodon pachyderm ass. Check it. That's his ex-wife. And the grass is greener on the other side. And I'm not happy. And non-fault divorce is not saying theirs is non-fault, because he did cheat on her. But hey, when you got the wall starts crumbling down, and the wall starts crumbling down.
The wall.
Hey, so Look at what he got with in 2011. Divorced and died. Got with this chick right here and married that 2010. A year later, was married for 11 years. That's a pretty good run, man. They were married a little before he filed for divorce. Dang. He says, I'm officially divorced. Sorry, I thought everyone already knew. Love my main ex for life. He wrote. He said, fuck that shit. I'm getting the fuck out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah. This man was winning. This dude married a yoga instructor.
John the Monko.
A yoga instructor.
John the Monko.
A yoga instructor.
John the Monko.
Oh boy, some dudes have. Oh, she was a mother of 3 though. Hold on, come on, man.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Now, not every 71-year-old can demand have options, but we talking about Hulk Hogan. We talking about Icon. We talking about got Harley's money, show up in linen, got the 20-inch Python's brother. He married a mother of 3.
All this willing, dealing, diamond ring wearing.
I say that like, Hulk, what the fuck was wrong with you? I mean, I understand there's nothing wrong with dating single mothers. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I'm saying that man of his stature, mother of 3, mother of 1 is very reasonable. But when you got that much money, and you have that many goddamn options, mother of 3, mother of 1, okay. No kids, yes. But mother of 3? We talking about someone that made a terrible mistake at least twice. Maybe the first one wasn't a mistake. Okay, I may be assuming things. Maybe she had 3 from one guy. Let's say that.
Riders on the storm.
I don't know how many baby daddies she had, but if any mother of 3 and got 3 baby daddies, why are you gonna make yourself the 4th? Hell no. But anyway,
because I'm a Sam.
Back to how these liberals, dude. How these liberals, bro, is responding to shit.
Next, line number 3, and I quote, I guess we're all a little racist. Who was all? Who was all, Hulk Hogan? What are you talking about? Listen, if you would have said everybody was prejudiced, I think everybody has a little bit of prejudice in it. But
Hold on. One moment. Hold on. Excuse me? Prejudice and racist. That's what he said, right? Okay. Hold on. This is why you gotta goddamn this is why you have to goddamn check niggas and anybody else. He said what now? He said everybody's racist. Who are you talking about? Huh? Now, if you said prejudice, I can believe in you. So this is one of these black folk out here that think that black folk can't be racist because they have to attribute it to you have to have power and have to be able to change the system to be racist. No. Definition of racist is characterized by
Dog, do you know where they get that shit from?
Prejudice.
Do you know where they get that shit from though?
Talking
that black people can't be racist because they don't have no power.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious. Do you know? You don't know where that came from?
Nah.
It came from a fucking movie called Dear White People. And they were when they say that that bitch said that shit one time, these niggas been repeating that shit ever fucking since, bruh.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, because most black people are Democrats, most black people are sheepish as fuck. And
I swear to
as fuck.
I
It
swear to
just is what it
God.
is. We some of the most sheepish, naive ass people. They free thinkers, yeah, we got some sprinkled up here and there, but as a whole, as a racial group, we got some issues, bro. Like we are entirely too entitled. We are entirely, we play the victim entirely too much. It's at a point where you have to say, are you gonna expect to have handouts and have to have help to do things and play the victim and say life is not fair all your life, or are you going to try to at least do something better? Just like later on, I'm finna review what Larry Elder was saying to Charlamagne the God on the Breakfast Club. He was like, dude, you can't sit here and say there's systemic racism now, because we had a black president, we've had black attorney generals, black judges, black congress people, senators, all of this shit. And they kept on trying to get him to say that systemic racism was the reason for they just kept trying and trying and trying. And he was like, dude, y'all need to stop this shit. Y'all done lost your damn mind.
Systemic racism, you know, because I'm Charlamagne the
It's
God.
still all about choice. He said, man, look, my damn daddy was back Jim Crow. I could have did this and did that, but here I am. You know, yada, 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 yakety schmackety.
It's Charlamagne the God. Welcome to the Breakfast Club.
Oh, he made, you know what? Let me read this. Let me read this damn definition of racism. I'm gonna skip this one and look at a couple of more liberals celebrating death, and then we're gonna go to a small snippet of that interview, and we're gonna call it a day, baby. So here we go.
People can't be racist because we have no power, Sean. What you talking about?
I know, right? When it says the definition of racist is characterized by or showing prejudice. This is an adjective. Discrimination or antagonism against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group. Typically one that is in a minority or marginalized. Now, see, they'll sit there and try to poke and say when it says typically, when it is in a minority. When you say typically, that don't mean totally. It's typically meaning it's a possibility that the racism is pointed towards the people of a minority race. However, don't say totally. Or don't it. As a matter of fact, you can cut that whole shit off and it still be a true definition. Saying typically one that is minority or marginalized, whatever. It says characterized by or showing prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group. That means any ID that shows prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism against a person that is in a different racial group than you, you are being a racist. Plain and simple. Back to the fucking
racist. Very, very specific. I'm gonna assume you meant prejudice. So, final verdict:
Suspect.
No, it ain't suspect. Your thought process is suspect. Your ability to dodge the fact that you are trying to prove a narrative. Now the rest of your post is suspect to me. The rest of your post. So let's keep it going.
Next, line number 4, and I quote: "If we gonna with the let's get the rich ones." He could be in a Quentin Tarantino movie today. What do you mean if we go? Anyways, final verdict:
racist.
Next, in line number 5, and I quote: "I am racist to a point." What is the debate here? He told us he was racist. And what do you mean to a point? You're either racist or you're not. There is no point. Anyways, final verdict:
racist.
Next. Now, with a final score of 3 racists, 1 suspect, and 1 safe, I think it's clear to say, Hulk Hogan, your final verdict is
Racist.
Thank you for playing Is It Racist, where we find out, is it racist? Now, during the times of somebody passing away, we usually give a moment of silence. But for Hulk Hogan, let's give a moment of very loud noise and let him rest. Not in peace, just rest. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day. You know I love you and I'll see you tomorrow. But if I don't, stay out of trouble.
You've said
This nigga just said to a person that is dead that you just rest. No, and ain't wish no peace on it. Do these people even hear what they saying? Do these people even hear what they saying, bro?
They don't care. They don't care.
Here we go.
No.
the greatest moment of your life.
Yes, without a doubt.
Terry, what did that mean for you?
It broke down that 4th or 5th wall to tell people the truth about my Lord and Savior, how, you should look at things or how you should care for people and not judge people. And it set me free. It wasn't that perfect vessel that I should be or should have been. Once I was baptized, I felt I was all anew. It really was a major pivot in my life.
It was so fun to be a part of Terry's baptism and to see the ripple effect that has made all over the world. He had people in Japan calling him just a couple of minutes later. This is the way that Christians go public in their faith, and he felt it important to do what Christians do.
Hulk Hogan, what does the person of Jesus Christ, Terry, bring to you?
That God presence in us, that still small voice. So what Terry brings to the table is a meat suit, a meat suit filled with the Spirit of Christ, and it's a testing ground for me. I accepted Christ as my Savior when I was 14, but I derailed. It wasn't my life. He has given me the opportunity to prove that I'm faithful, and I'll never make those same mistakes again. My faith, the momentum was overwhelming. There was nothing stopping me.
You've said the greatest.
I was sick and tired of myself. You know what I mean? Just the two people in here, my real self and the ego. And I decided to turn back to my faith. And one of the things I did was I put that crazy tattoo on my back, immortal, meaning, I accepted Christ as my Savior. And he died for my sins and I live forever. So I put that on my back. And so many people think, oh, it's the mortal Hulk Hogan, the ego trip. But no, it was for that reason that I did that. Going to be important to me moving forward is being the vessel to spread this message, because it's the only truth there is. Everything else is just temporary. Everything, the fame, the money, the ego,
I think this was in 2023.
The physical look, everything is just temporary. And once you get that and you realize that, it's so important that you make other people understand that that's the only truth there is. So moving forward, that's the first foremost thought on my mind.
All right, let me go a little head forward, because all of this is because my Instagram page. So of course my dang my algorithm, it don't have a lot of liberals talking junk about Hogan, because I don't be following them, some bitches like that. Oh no. So you actually have to sit there and type the shit in for me, because hell, like I said, I don't. Let me see what this is.
Riders on the storm.
Oh, I think I got it over here. Hold on. Here we go.
There's a wildcat on the run.
I know, right? Shit, man.
Oh, my ear. Okay. Whew. Ew.
But yeah, man. So these liberals celebrate death. I want to do this one thing, man. And we're gonna dang keep it pushing, man. Because like I said, that when I saw that, man, you should have seen how many people in the comments. They had a comment, my nigga, that was liked. I want to say it was 20 something. Okay, they had a comment, 27,184 likes on that post that said Hulk Hogan died on the anniversary of his racist rant comment. The comment was R.I.P. Malcolm Jamal Warner. That was a comment.
What?
Yeah, I know, right? So basically dismissing that whole fucking post. Then the next one that had 29,000 likes, it said, I love my people. We ain't forget shit, brother.
Y'all
Then
niggas
they had
weird,
one that had
bruh.
21,000 likes, 21,597. God has the greatest sense of humor we've ever seen.
Y'all niggas are weird.
8,000 likes. Y'all want to throw something on the grill?
What is with this obsession of hating on motherfuckers who can't defend themselves? Where are y'all? Like, I don't understand this cowardice shit.
It's called pussydom.
Oh, it's called cowardice.
Yeah, it is.
Like, for real though. Like, you know how cowardice that shit seems, bro? That you had to wait for a nigga dead before you talk your shit. You gotta wait for that nigga to die before you talk your shit.
I know, right? I can't believe the lead attorney is going after Officer Tatum. Oh boy, this is gonna be some bullshit, huh?
Oh no, it's. I'm gonna be honest with you, bruh. It's kind of valid for me. It's a little
What did
valid for
Officer
me.
Tatum do?
It's because well, he kind of said some real stupid shit.
All right, hold on. I'll be right back. Go ahead, no pine.
Well, I haven't really seen it, but I like all of it, and I really don't want to, like talk about that, like something I really don't know. But it really seems like it was all because of the whole homeboy getting punched in the face and shit. Now, here's my thing, and this is where I'm with lead attorney on. I'm like, bruh, like it's fucked. Like you gonna punch the man in his face, bruh, and he can't do shit about it. It's like it's kind of, huh?
I just said right.
Like you seen the tape, right?
No.
Like you didn't see the guy. Damn, it's kind of viral, mega viral. It was a dude who got pulled over, and they broke his window, and the officer punched him in his face.
I saw it. I saw the tape.
Okay, yeah,
I
that one.
also
I
saw
seen that.
all the body
Now,
camera footage.
as much as I'm not gonna like. I have friends who are cops, and I support my friends because they never gonna be on that dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to situations like this is the reason why I don't defend the police. Because when it comes to stupid situation like this, you punch the man in his fucking jaw, and he can't do shit about it.
He did. That was wrong. And I think I heard Officer Tatum said, I think I heard him say, I don't agree with that. All right, that may have been a little going overboard.
Going overboard, he sucker punched the man in his fucking jaw. He got a gun with a taser and mace. Now, that dumbass motherfucker talking about like that's what's wrong with y'all feminine ass niggas, bruh.
What was that?
Like all that feminine energy that driver was on, bruh. All that feminine energy.
He was on some feminine shit.
He like, well, I'm not doing this. Okay, I'm like, I got to defend this nigga.
Hey, but he cut his footage too. He had footage before the footage that he submitted or whatever he had posted was less than what the full footage that was from his camera.
Doesn't matter, bro. Still doesn't take the fact that the office that
the officer did. Yeah, that was that was definitely
out of pocket.
That was out of pocket. Yeah, but here's the thing. I did hear
like
Officer Tatum say. I did hear Officer Tatum say he gonna go to court and he gonna get paid. I heard him say that.
Oh yeah, you definitely gonna get paid, nigga. That nigga about to
So I
get
can say
that
Officer
nigga about
Tatum.
to
I
get
thought
bread.
Officer Tatum, when what I heard from what his analysis of the whole situation, I thought it was pretty fair. Other than what he said
My
about
bad, my bad, my bad. Not Officer Tatum. It was a white guy.
what
A
white
white
guy.
guy. There was a oh my bad. Fuck, you got me mixed up. So the lead attorney was talking about the white dude who was reacting to what Officer Tatum said. But
Really, I thought he was.
also,
I thought he was reacting to what Officer Tater said, not what to the white dude.
no, it was a white dude. No, it was a white dude that reacted to what Officer Tatum said, and
Shit, we might have to
lead
bring that up,
attorney.
dude. Hold on, man. I
And
saw
so,
that shit. I saw that
and
shit.
so, excuse
Where
me,
that shit at?
lead attorney. Just
No,
type
no,
in
no,
lead
no,
attorney.
no, no. It's I just saw something that says I'm broke. My accounts are frozen. Umar Johnson big supporters online this evening.
That was Antoine Daniels.
Yeah, it was. Hurrah. There's the lead attorney. Lead attorney breaks down JSO traffic stop. It's that one, but not one where it says lead attorney. I could have sworn I just saw
No,
something like lead attorney and
literally go type in the lead attorney, and it will be one of the most recent videos.
okay, the lead attorney.
Like he gonna get paid. Don't get it
This says
twisted, y'all. That whole ass nigga gonna get paid. Like, why can't I get it from? Why I can't find a cop who gonna beat my ass,
Licking
bro?
moron.
what you say, man?
Why I can't find a cop who gonna beat my ass, bro? That's on some real shit, bro.
But
Like, I
this
can't.
he says he's over here saying now here's what I don't understand. Why this man got to be a bootlicking moron?
Hey, Dragon.
Yep.
If I can find a cop who gonna give me some police brutality, bro, I'm gonna take that ass whooping for like a champ, nigga, and we gonna be in the Dominican Republic sipping on crypto, nigga. Not my times, nigga. We gonna be sipping on crypto, nigga. I would take that ass whooping like a king, nigga. I'm gonna help them niggas. I'm gonna start punching myself, nigga. I'm like, yeah, nigga, fuck me up, yeah, nigga. Bow, nigga.
Dumb man. This dude here out of control.
I'm gonna help them niggas fuck me up, nigga. I'll be like, yeah,
He is
nigga,
out
whoop
of
my
control.
ass, nigga. I'm like,
He's out of
hey,
control.
the whole entire time they whoop my ass, I'm gonna be like, fuck his ass up.
Boy,
Because nigga,
you're gonna get paid, ain't you?
I am suing for the highest amount that I can, nigga. I
I
am
gotta
going
put
to
all
be.
on my damn notifications on this because him and Officer Tatum gonna probably go at it for about at least a good week.
I'm gonna be on suicide watch, nigga. I'm about to be on goddamn. I'm about to be in the straight jacket. Talk about I see police. Be,
Boy, you dumb.
be like I
You
see
dumb,
dead
bro.
people. I see the police. I see the police. Be like, shit. We award you Max Powers $5 million, nigga. I'm a crip walk out the court. And be like, I'm straight, nigga. They be like, hey, wait 1 second. Like that motherfucker was faking. Double jeopardy, bitch.
Right.
I don't know that
Man,
falls for silver matters, but hey, that's all I'm saying.
gotcha. But what the fuck is going on with
Apparently.
Next, Tatum thinks that the officers used a proportionate amount of force for the situation.
Yeah, I did hear him say that now. I did disagree with him on that.
Because he's a bootlicking moron.
If you don't know what you're talking about, don't make a video about Brandon Tatum. That's it. Put your biases aside, put your anti-police rhetoric aside, do some research before you decide to make a video calling me a
So it's not lead attorney. Is lead attorney calling him a bootlicking moron?
No, I really don't. I know it's this white guy. This white guy always have bad takes. So
What?
that I know this white guy. He always had bad taste. See, one thing that I learned when it came to COVID, and the reason why I can never be like it would be hard for me to be like back to blue, right? Is the fact that I realized under COVID that there is no law that is too ridiculous that the police won't enforce.
Right.
They was locking pastors up for opening up churches.
Yep. They sure were. They sure were.
Violating their First Amendment right.
Mm-hmm.
Locking pastors up. I repeat, locking pastors and small businesses, locking those owners for small businesses and pastors up for opening up their businesses.
And that was under who?
Actually, this
It
was
was under Trump, wasn't it?
it was under it was actually under Donald Trump, but they ramped it up when Biden got into office.
So both.
But here's the thing though. If you actually thank God we have a truck driver here on the if you were actually on if he was actually traveling the United States like I was, nigga, it was all in blue states.
Ah.
All this
Interesting.
all the crazy shit that people talk about during COVID, it was all in blue states or in blue areas. Nigga, Florida didn't even shut down, bruh.
Damn.
It barely. I was like, you caught, nigga. We was still at the fucking bar 2 weeks to slow the spread. We was still at the fucking bar getting drunk, nigga. No one had a mask on, bruh. We was chilling in the fucking sun on the beach sipping Mai Tais, nigga.
That nigga, that was stupid.
Fishing without a permit in Florida, nigga. I was wild down there, nigga. Chilling with white women, nigga. Ooh. Where the white women at? Down there on the beach, chilling with the white women, sipping on Mai Tais, nigga, drinking on coconut juice. Do you think Florida, Texas, fuck, Georgia, all these, Mississippi didn't shut down, Alabama damn sure didn't shut down, Texas, they were setting up, the only reason why Texas and Florida had, what you would call it, they had, you could not go into Florida without going through a check-in. Florida was just like, motherfucker, we're full. We don't want no more. They was turning niggas around at the border of Florida. I literally had to tell one of my homegirls how to get into Florida without having to go through the checkpoint. Because she did not know where to go. Like she went to the checkpoint through 95, and I was just like, cut inland in Georgia for like 100 for like at least 50 miles and just go straight south after that. And it will bring you right on the 20 or right on the 10. And she did that. And it was like, she was just like, oh, thanks. Because she could not get into Florida. They were turning people around if you did not have partial or permanent residence in Florida. Now, California, nigga, I had to put on a mask standing outside to pick up and deliver a load.
It got like that in Georgia at about right at the end of COVID.
No, it happened in Atlanta.
Oh, it happened in Atlanta?
No, I'm saying is all the when did this shit happen? What are you talking about? What like where like was
COVID
it in
started like 19, dude? That's when it hit. I was
No,
in the
it hit.
hospital when it hit.
No, it hit. It hit. Yeah, it hit in 19, but we did not know anything. We really okay. So I learned about COVID
21
during.
is when we got started getting a hold of that shit.
Well, I learned about
It was
COVID
the
before they
orange
even.
one.
So I knew about COVID before they even gave it a name, because I
Mhm.
remember the Department of Transportation put out a memo, because me and my brother was talking about it. They put out a memo talking about be on the look for rare pathogen, a rare lung pathogen or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And it shows different. It gave out the symptoms of it and shit. And if these person had the symptoms, like contact, local authorities.
It was the hardest. It was the hardest in 19 and 20.
Well, when the
21
COVID hit,
21 it started slowing down.
what you talking about when it hit the hardest?
It hit the hardest by around 20. It kind of when it hit, it kind of like it took a good month and a half, maybe
Hold on,
2
you talking
months.
about the virus itself?
No, I'm talking about the panic and all the damn full hospitals and all the goddamn outbreak shit.
Oh, it happened. The panic happened whenever well, when you people first start panicking whenever the UK what was it his name, Boris at the time.
Mhm.
Boris, the prime minister Boris, whenever he got on and talking about, we're shutting down the UK too, that's when motherfuckers was like, oh shit, this shit's real.
All I know is when I was in the hospital, we had to keep coming up with damn ways to deal with the increased number of patients, the way we treated the disease. The motherfucker was just throwing shit. They was basically just throwing darts at the wall to see what the fuck could stick, my nigga.
It was because the information that was coming from other countries, the place where it came from,
sporadic as fucking unreliable.
Like the information they was giving us was bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
And so, like, I want people to understand this shit, right? Hold on. Before I say what I said, go ahead. Go ahead and say what you gotta say, Sean. Before I have that.
I mean, shit. I was just gonna damn talk about. I was wondering about this Officer Tatum shit. You brought this shit up. I was gonna damn talk about the Larry L, the goddamn Charlemagne the God shit. Fuck that shit now, man. You might as well make your point. We call it a day. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. Bruh.
Nigga, I said, hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Oh, I didn't hear you, man. My bad. My bad. So as a quick show of comedy, we have shown this before, but because there's a break in action, we're gonna show this again. Let's go.
So let me say this. Have to put in another order.
No, let me say this. No, ain't gonna be no other orders. When I bring that meat this far, and you talking about miles and miles, we just don't go back like that. So what I'm saying is, you can be put on the you don't want to get blocked. You know what I'm saying? You need to come on, receive this meat, and then you can go back to work.
Okay, I tell you what, just put me on the wait list.
No, you about to be on the block list. That means you won't be getting any meat from Dick Dash. You called us. That's the main thing is you called us. Now we here to service you. We gave you an appointment window. It's a window. It's a window for this meat.
Okay, but you didn't come during the window.
But you gonna come if you come on home.
But like I said, I'm already gone. So
well, let me say
I
this.
just have to put in another order.
No, let me say this. No, ain't gonna be no other orders. When I bring that meat this far, you talking about miles and miles. We just don't go back like that. So what I'm saying is you can be put on the you don't want to get blocked. You know what I'm saying? You need to come on, receive this meat, and then you can go back to work.
Okay, I tell you what, just put me on the wait list then.
I just want to show
So
that while you thinking.
7 million people died from COVID. Hold on. Let me be a little bit more specific because of Yahoo. Because of YouTube.
Okay,
From the world what is it called? From the worldometer.info website, over 7 million people in the world have died from COVID. Now, that doesn't include the numbers from China, which we know they're not going to accurately give you that information. So it is what it is. 7 million people was unalive from COVID. So, 1 million United States American people have passed away from COVID. Here's my problem. We went to war with Iraq and Afghanistan for 3,000 people. On 9/11. 3,000 people died on 9/11.
3,600 something, but yeah, 3,000 people.
On 9/11, and we went to war. Why the fuck we did? Why? What happened with COVID? Why COVID was so different?
We should have went to war with China for that.
No, it's because Donald Trump was president. That's how much the Democrats hate Donald Trump, bruh.
That was, I will say this, where I say allegedly in front of it, but I will say this. That shit was orchestrated to take down his administration. That release of that shit, it was released in China. It was released purposely. It ain't no damn what they said that shit was, man. What they said caused it, dog. That they was the propaganda they said.
Chinese bat in the wet.
Not the truth, not the truth, but what they were saying, what most people were saying it was.
Chinese bat in the wet market. Somebody ate Chinese. The most racist shit you could think of, they said it. A Chinese person ate a bat in the wet markets. I was like,
wow.
I was like, that was the best
and
explanation
the
I could think of.
They released a virus. That
hold on. Allegedly, not only allegedly, but conspiratorially, that's the conspiracy theorists have said. But we all been on the internet for quite some time now. We just know the difference. The difference between the truth and the conspiracy is a couple of months to a year.
Yeah, it's damn sure seeming like that, because now we have everything going on with this whole DOJ releasing information about Barack Obama allegedly, seeking more information or pushing the narrative or pushing the possibility that Russia interfered with the election when all evidence point to the fact that they didn't. And so he basically kept pushing that shit to make a narrative to dequalify or devalidate the election of Donald Trump.
Did it work though?
Invalidate the voting or the results.
It worked though.
What?
Everything that they was trying to do against Trump, it all worked.
Because Biden had won that time.
Yeah, you got. Well, it's more than that.
You get the amount of votes that he won by. It's not so much that it worked. There was some votes that were fucking stolen.
No, I'm talking about.
Because
Everything.
they talking about 2020 when they talking about when he won. When he won, it didn't affect the fact he won anyway. It didn't affect the fact that he won.
No, I'm talking about all the fucking confused people out here in this world and shit. But no, well, the Democrats'
Oh yeah, it
plan,
worked. It worked
try
for
to get rid of
brainwashing their
Donald Trump.
fucking base. Yeah,
Yeah,
it worked to
it
brainwash
worked.
their base. Their base is
No,
brainwashed. You already know
not
that.
only brainwashed, but radicalized.
Yeah.
Like, let's just be let's just be grown adults here, people. If you wishing death on a motherfucker that honestly really doesn't affect that many black folks' life, probably the gay ones and shit, but mostly I don't give a fuck about the gays anyway.
Damn, his Secretary of Treasury. Isn't the Secretary of Treasury gay? He's homosexual.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Funny.
But they see this is what the Democrats want the Republicans to do more than the Democrats are willing to do for their own fucking base.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Democrats want you to not only they want you to play everything down the middle fair, but they want you to don't get mad when they're living in a glass house and they throwing rocks but trying to hide their hands too. See, they want they want it all. They're like they're like that basic bitch you knew in high school, nigga. She won it all and wound up not getting a goddamn dime. That's basically the Democrats for you. Democrats will try to dunk the ball from the 3-point line, and Republicans miss wide open layups.
God dang.
Hey, I'm sorry to say it, but it's the goddamn truth, though.
Mm-hmm.
They're literally trying to dunk the ball on the 3-point line, bro. And you over here like, bro, you just lay this bitch up. They're like, nah, watch me dunk this bitch. Be like, all right, you could dunk at the free throw line, no, instead not the 3-point line. Nah, nigga, I could fly. Watch this. Then get mad at you because they couldn't fly.
That's crazy, bro. That's
That
crazy.
is where we at, guys. That is where our politics is at now, guys. We have delusional people. We basically got the blind leading the fucking blind now.
Mm-hmm.
And to the ones who will disagree with me, show me where I'm fucking wrong. Google to hey.
What you doing?
For real, show me where I'm wrong at is where the man, fuck Democrats, man. I'm done with this niggas anyway, man. They can suck my dick from the back, B. I'm for real, bro. These motherfuckers that call me the N-word so many goddamn times, bro, that I'm like, you know what, bro? I'm tired y'all keep saying Republicans is racist, nigga, but I can't remember when the last time a Republican called me a nigga. I don't think a Republican has ever called me the N-word, nigga. But you bitch ass Democrats y'all sure don't have a problem saying it. I for real, I thought y'all was doing some rap lyrics and shit. I was like, nigga shit, nigga shit, nigga shit. I'm like, goddamn.
Wow.
But yeah. But man. Anything else?
No, man, I'm good, man. Like I said, I would have to make that a whole one live, dude. That whole thing about Larry Elder, that shit there, boy. Ooh. I mean, there was one part where he just owned his ass, and he basically said he basically called Charlemagne the God a bitch. Basically what he said.
Oh, Charlemagne the fraud, you mean?
Yeah, he basically called him.
Who, Larry Elder?
Yeah, he nicely called him a bitch. Nicely. Like the way he said it, the way he he unraveled it or unpacked it. You know, he basically was like, dude, you ain't no fucking man.
Like, didn't Joe Biden literally say, "You niggas don't listen to me, y'all go back in chains"?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the shit I'm talking about, bro.
Didn't Joe Biden say
It's not long. It's not long, dude. And then we're gonna be like, fuck it.
About fascism, since I assume you're talking about election denying. In 2000, when George W. Bush won the election over Al Gore, Biden during the 2020 election, if it is a close election, quote, do not concede under fear of non-standard gender identity. And he said the number one, as I said, it's a big problem. The number one threat to the homeland, and they trot out Dave Higgins, are the party of Jim white adult unemployment. Faster, and they both told me that I will vote if because of the economy. Those are three reasons alone not to vote for.
Ended rather brutally by an unexpected act of racism.
All right, here it is, right here, guys. It's right at the front part of it. I ain't realize that.
Have you ever heard of the term "nigga wake up call"?
No.
It is an incident where a person of color forgets that they are of color and are reminded rather brutally by an unexpected act of racism. Have you ever had any of those?
Brother. Now I've seen this. So when he said "oh brother," when I first heard this shit, I was like, "Yeah, Larry about to tear this motherfucker up." That old brother was more like, damn, I hate I have to do this to this nigga. I hate I got to do this to this nigga. All right, listen what he say.
Just asking. You think you've ever?
Well, I'm acutely aware, Charlemagne, that I'm a black person, just as you are a black person. And when Joe Biden insulted you by saying you ain't really black, we don't know whether or not you want to vote for me or vote for Donald Trump. It seems to me that should have been a wake-up call on your part. How dare this guy come in here and insult you, a black man, and tell you you got to think a certain kind of way? I'm amazed that you weren't mad about that.
I'm not gonna say it upset me, just like I'm not letting you upset me. You know what I mean?
Do you see how we responded? This dude sat on your show and called you out on your shit, and you fucking, olayed the bitch. You olayed the shit is what you did. That's a straight olay.
Boule nigga. Yeah, he part of the boule niggas. That's what he is, bro. Like, man, it's like this.
He sidestepped that shit. He sidestepped the hell out that shit.
Boy, that motherfucker, man, that nigga pivot like a kappa, boy. That nigga pivot. Bro, it's like
that dog right there pivot like a zero turning radius Poulon riding tractor.
Charlemagne the fraud. I mean, the guy, whatever the fuck your name is, nigga.
Hell yeah, no. Man. Look, now Larry ain't done with him. He ain't done with him. Check this out.
I don't tend to get upset over things like that. But what I did say,
well, you just not talk about a nigga wake-up call, and it seemed to me that should have been a wake-up call on your part to have a white guy come in here who also said, by the way, about
look, Charlemagne can't say shit. You notice you see how his eyebrows go up there a little bit, like, well, I can't believe this nigga said this shit to me. Damn. Watch this shit. Now look at his eyebrows. Look at his facial expression.
Should have been a wake-up call on your part. How dare this guy come in here and insult you, a black man, and tell you you got to think a certain kind of way? I'm amazed that you weren't mad about that.
I'm not gonna say it upset me, just like I'm not letting you upset me. You know what I mean? I don't tend to get upset over things like that. But what I did say,
what is Larry Elder saying to you that you could consider of him trying to upset you, Charlemagne the God? That's a question I wish Larry Elder would have asked Charlemagne. What am I doing that upset you?
Because to me, it's not something he's saying to upset him, or something that he's saying that's upsetting. It shouldn't be upsetting what he's saying to you, because you came at him and said, "Do you know what a nigga wake up call is?" You already didn't motherfucking put your dukes up, nigga, when you said that shit. You already taking it there. Talking about this dude is gonna have his, basically he's wishing this dude Larry Elder to be reminded that all he is a nigga, which is to me some real house nigga, outside in the field nigga ass shit to say. as a black man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is quite clownish to me.
Yes.
And the reason why is Larry Elder.
It's Amos and Andy-ish.
Ain't Larry Elder famous for doing a lot of good stuff for the black community out there in California? Now I don't know. I'm not sure, but if I remember correctly, that's what I thought Larry Elder was like, kind of like known for, like looking out for black folks. I know as much slick talking. I ain't gonna really say slick talking. As much good talking Larry Elder has done, like he seemed like a man that could back it up.
Political activism. Let's see here. Larry Elder. They got on here allegations of abuse and sexual harassment. That's funny. Let's see here. This is political views, but I'm not looking for his political views. I'm looking for what he's done as far as for the community.
For niggas, what have he done for niggas? Google.
An attorney. He's a. Go ahead.
No, my stupid ass. Google. What has Larry Elder done for niggas? All right, cool. Fuck you, Google. Shit, that big shit ain't here. These niggas is
all right. So it says
with this obsession with race.
Somebody, the Los Angeles Times say Larry Elder is the black face of white supremacy. You've been warned.
Yeah, because he politically. Yeah, I remember that shit. They said, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Larry Elder
How
black conservatives?
How could white Republican get away from saying that shit? I think a white
he might be running. He may run for the governor of California. You never know.
He ran for against Galvin Newsom when they tried to recall Galvin Newsom's bitch ass.
Oh yeah, I see that he was the one that led the shit.
Well, you got to remember, California is so far left right now. Like, honestly, bruh, like they could have California. As much as California is such a beautiful fucking place. If y'all have never gone to California, at least make it one visit before they completely fuck it up and it becomes completely like Wild Wild West out there like it is now. And to all the people who are disagreeing that, California is like the Wild Wild West right now, they got whores walking the street, and I haven't seen that since I was a fucking kid.
Well, that's been California for a minute, dog. They've been legal out there.
No, I gotta disagree, and here's the reason. Here's the reason why, Sean, and here's the reason why I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Sean. You wanna know why? No place after that crime bill that Joe Biden passed, street walking that type of way was hard to press to fucking find, bruh. Was hard to press. It was hard to find some shit like that. They got that shit in New York and they got that shit in LA now, bruh.
Okay.
Like, honestly, bruh, it's basically legal in New York now. Prostitution. Technically, it's still illegal. But it's New York have sexist laws against men. If you didn't know that,
New York has what sexist laws against men
for prostitution. So say if you want to get, say you want to get a prostitute, right? So you want to get a working girl. It's still, as a man, it's still against the law for you to buy sex from a woman, but it's not against the law for a woman to sell her body to you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah, doesn't that sound kind of sexist? So it's basically a John can still get charged for soliciting of prostitution, but a prostitute cannot get charged for soliciting herself for
That's
prostitution.
crazy.
Yeah. Because usually if it's both people involved, they usually charge both people. Now in New York, they're only doing the man because it's a man. Who fucking cares?
Larry Elder's a former Democrat.
Yeah, like most of these, like like most Republicans now. I feel you want to hear something, but if you're not evangelist Christians, which is like
Evangelical.
Evangelical Christian, or like like super Christian. I don't know I don't know the word. Basically, extremely religious, which is about devout Christian, which is like about a third of the Democrat Party. I mean, sorry, which is my bad, which is about a third of the Republican Party. I'll probably say up towards 40% of the Republican Party. Majority of Republicans are former Democrats.
Mm-hmm. Just like when the shit started from the beginning, bruh. History keeps repeating itself, man. How you think the fucking Republican Party came about? It actually black people actually helped start the Republican Party. It was actually black people in fucking Congress way back then, and they
because Abraham Lincoln was the first black president.
What?
Yeah,
Are
he
you
was.
serious, nigga?
Yeah, dead serious.
Oh yeah,
He
no.
was black. Yeah, I mean, I think I heard about it once.
All right. It's going to all right.
Why do you think he was the penny?
Because what? Hmm?
That's why he was the penny.
Why he was what? Would you say, Dragon?
That's why he was unalived.
The penny. Think about it.
Oh,
He's
the
the only
penny
president on the penny that was copper, that is copper tone, like how we are, and he's facing the opposite of everybody else. They missed that symbology. And they whitewashed him over the years in order to make him seem like he was actually white when he was actually black. Just like, remember that one of the Masonic lodges on the back of the $2 bill, there is the Mason of the Masonic Lodge, Freemasons for us, on the back of the $2 bill, and he's the only one that's there, which is Prince Hall.
Dragon, can I fuck him up real quick?
Yes, sir. Hit him with that uppercut.
Technically, Sean, Abraham Lincoln was the second black president.
Oh, I already know what you're talking about. You're talking about the president that was actually in charge during the War of what was it?
1812.
1812. Yeah.
Andrew Jackson.
1812.
Jackson.
1812.
Hold. The first.
But hold on, I thought there was a black president before George Washington, though.
No.
You sure?
No. I give you something even better. The first man to ever die for America was a black man.
Oh yeah, that's Christmas Atkins.
And so that's the reason why, and this is the reason why, people, when I say when you wake your mind up one day, it's going to literally fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the fact that What the Democrats see, the thing about it is what the Democrats has done, and if you are actually free thinking person, you actually think outside of the fucking box. What the Democrats have done, they have overplayed their hand so much that I am looking at history sideways. We have literally watched Democrats change the course of history right in our own 2 hours. Basically, try to tell us, don't believe your lying eyes. Remember, they literally started. If anybody who ever watched Harry Potter, shout out to all my Harry Potter fans, you geeks. Y'all remember the Ministry of Misinformation?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Biden administration did the same shit.
Oh, y'all, let me blow y'all mind. Who did you say was the first black president? I'm sorry, who you say it was?
Andrew Jackson, and
What
the
about
second black
What about John Hanson?
John Hanson. I have no idea.
First official president of the United States, John Hanson. Check it out now.
He wouldn't. Well, he wouldn't be the anything before. No, he wasn't anything before 1776. He wasn't really a president. He was pretty much a overseer for the British Empire.
Appointed to serve 1-year terms.
Well, let's see what it says.
As president under the Articles of Confederation. In November 1781, John Hanson became the first president of the United States.
What year?
1781.
1781. But when was George Washington president?
Congress assembled under the Articles of Confederation.
He was the president under the Articles of Confederation.
The real first president of the United States was John Hanson, who understood the importance of the war and was concerned. The true identity of John Hanson were great accomplishments as a leader. John Hanson was described as a man of action with great organizational abilities. He organized 2 rifle groups that were the first to join General George Washington during the Revolutionary War. He also appointed George Washington as General Click-like, subscribe and share this channel.
To be president.
He wasn't considered to be the president.
No, hold on one second now.
African American presidents before Barack Obama. Oh shit.
Joseph Jenkins Roberts, Stephen Allen Benson, Daniel Bashiel Warner, James Spriggs Payne, Edward James Roy, James Skibring Smith, Anthony William Gardner, Alfred Francis Russell, William David Coleman, and Garrison Walter Gibson.
So John Hanson.
I gotta look that up.
You said John Hanson. What year was he president?
1781.
1781 to when?
Mm-hmm. I can't remember what it said.
So what I believe is he was probably, you could consider him the president. Yeah, I would consider him the president, but I wouldn't say he actually played a role as president, because remember, we was in a war and our government was
That's because he's whitewashed, because when you look it up on Wikipedia, it shows a white man.
And so it's just the fact
he
that
was whitewashed. He probably was whitewashed.
It's the fact that that's the reason why I say that it's hard for me to ever trust Democrats again. It's the fact that watching them trying to change history and watch them changing history with my own 2 eyes, I question a lot in history now, bruh. I really do.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing I've always heard about: a lot of inventions that were in America that have white men that are credited with the patent.
Yeah,
this is something I allegedly heard. Excuse me, this is something that I heard that's alleged. that a lot of the patents that they have are stolen patents from black people inventing shit.
So
they are.
Yes and no also at the same time, because of the fact
Mhm.
that even though, let's just example, look at
The
it,
man
the
that
cotton
invented the
gin.
filament. The man that
Let, let,
invented the filament.
let's just look at it like example, the cotton gin, right?
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
revolutionized the cotton industry worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
That was most likely created by a slave who was a black
Mm-hmm.
man.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the fact that at the time a slave was considered to be property, that
Oh
invention
yeah, the patent was to
automatically
the ownership of his owner.
automatically went to ownership of his owner. Now, if you amend some shit when a patent office, that's when you will see, you know, a lot of names being changed on the invention. But here's the problem. Would that, even if that slave created that created like the cotton gin, how can we say that he would have been able to push it out the way that slave owner pushed it, even if we had it fair?
Mm-hmm.
How can we say that, well, because it was because of the slave that created, automatically, he could have sold it out there on his own, like with what connections? Most likely, if the guy if he was a slave owner, he was a rich man at the time. Because as much as I hate saying this, slaves were quite expensive at that time. To be a slave owner, to actually own a slave, you had to have money.
Yeah.
Like literally, the same shit these motherfuckers complain about, the 1%. Those are the slave owners back then, because only 1% of the owners own the majority of the slaves.
Right.
Most of the people who were black and who were like poor, they were sharecroppers under poor
Mm-hmm.
white people. And
Mm-hmm.
those poor, but even during the antebellum
My
slavery,
grandma, my great grandma was a sharecropper.
even under antebellum slavery, those poor white people still educated those black people.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why antebellum slavery is kind of like the last slavery you will really see in history. It's going to go one day slavery will be something in the past, I hope, even though it's happening in Africa, no one gives a fuck about. But hey, that's just me. But
Nobody gives a fuck about that shit.
you said what?
So nobody gives a fuck about that shit.
Like, nigga, like the people, the ones that always screaming Ungawa Black Power, those are the ones that's supposed to care the most about it. Remember, we coons.
Mm-hmm.
we remember, we coons, bruh. You too, Dragon.
Right.
Hey man,
You can't make this shit
I'm
up.
a
You cannot make this shit up, boy. You can try, but you can't.
I'm gonna play this video. It's only 11 minutes, and because I like what you were talking about inventions and shit. I just saw this video. I'm not saying it's true and has a lot of facts, but it looks interesting. It's 11 minutes, and then we're gonna be out. It's about stolen black inventions you won't believe. So yeah, we'll do that. Hold on one moment.
Hold on. Before you start the video, can I just say this one clip thing?
Go ahead.
Anything with black people before the 1965 civil, honestly, no, before the 1950s, 1965s, anything before that time, most likely if a black person probably might have invented it, they most likely fucking did. But we lived in fucked up times back then, guys. So remember that, please.
Yep, we did.
Of inventions. What many refer to as the first American invention was developed by the Clovis people more than 13,000 years ago, and it was a stone instrument mainly utilized for big game hunting. Since the first American patent was awarded in 1641 and up to the present day, this spirit of American inventiveness has endured throughout the ages. A patent system is used to promote innovation in various nations throughout the globe. Patents provide inventors a temporary monopoly on their invention, enabling them to profit from sales and licensing if they wish to do so. Since some colonies granted patents years before the U.S. Constitution was written, the history of patents in America predates that document. However, by establishing what is now known as the Patent and Copyright Clause of the Constitution in 1787, members of the Constitutional Convention made the patent procedure accessible to everyone in the country. It enables Congress to promote the progress of science and useful arts by securing for authors and inventors the exclusive right to their respective writings and discoveries for a limited period of time. I know what you're thinking. With all these patent laws, why were so many Black people not given credit for their inventions? And in a lot of cases, it was stolen and credit was given to a white person. Well, I'm going to answer that question. So sit back, relax, let's get into it. Black inventors who were born into or forced into American slavery have received little recognition from history, despite being a group of prolific inventors. Although colorblind wording was included in the creation of the U.S. patent law in an effort to promote invention, these inventors have continuously been denied credit. Enslaved individuals simply did not have access to the patent system at that time.
Something you already mentioned.
Because they were not regarded as American citizens and did not enjoy the protection of the Constitution.
Hold on, time out. When did he say? Around what time he said?
I can't remember the year, man. Shit.
So because you gotta remember also it wasn't just Black folks. You said what, Dragon? Dragon?
It says 1642 was the origination, or that's when you have patents going back to 1640 something that predated the Constitution. You talking about when he said that shit?
Oh, okay, that's what he said. My bad. I thought he said something else, but no, he was absolutely well. He's right into a sense, but yeah, he's absolutely right.
Remember, I said you had already mentioned that the reason why some of the patents didn't go to Black people anyway because they were slaves and they weren't considered citizens.
Because
they couldn't even file the fucking patent to begin with because they wouldn't have no right to be able to do it.
Because it wasn't till what, the 14th Amendment until Black Americans were seen as citizens. Also, you gotta remember too, it wasn't just Black folks they was doing that shit to. They was doing that shit to Native Americans also.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, example, Black folks was recognized as citizens probably like 50 years before Native Americans was recognized as American citizens.
Not to mention the Black folks that were considered Indians too, because you got to look at that as well. Because you have when they went through that whole thing about the what's the name of that list?
Well, it doesn't matter because
they say you're a $2 Indian. And there was white men that were actually paying for
$5 Indians.
$5 for legal documentation that says I am an Indian.
Yeah.
Because they were giving out land if you were a fucking Indian.
Yeah.
So white men found out about that shit, became opportunistic about it, and because our government is greedy, let me pay $5. I'm an Indian and my whole family fucking Indian. Because I'm an Indian, everybody after me an Indian. So now I got rights to land.
Yeah, well,
you got a lot of Caucasians walking around here saying, "I'm half Cherokee," or my folks.
well, see, here's the thing, though. Here's the funny thing is, see, what I was talking about is that if you were a black, a black Indian, you most likely at that time, you most likely shut the hell up and consider yourself black because you became a citizen now.
Right. But what I was also saying was when them
And
dog logs came out, they started doing that shit because black people were Indians. I mean, you had regular Indians and you had black people that were Indians.
well, you also
So
there
they
are
started
Indian.
designating them as freed men. Remember that shit, Dragon?
And
They
so there are
designated them as freedmen.
who?
When you had the last name Friedman, some black people had the last name Friedman because they designated them as freedmen so they wouldn't be able to goddamn get the land that they was handling out, nigga. Ain't that some bullshit?
Okay.
They weren't going to be able to say that they were Indians or being qualified to even to pay for the designation of an Indian.
Yeah.
They were already designated as freedmen.
I forgot what year that $5 Indian shit happened.
I can't remember either, dude. We might as well just finish this and get the heck on because we'll be doing this all night, rabbit holing like a motherfucker. Because this is a big ass fucking rabbit hole.
Who were born into or forced into American
We're gonna make that another
have received
live,
little recognition from history, despite being a group of prolific inventors. Although colorblind wording was included in the creation of the U.S. patent law in an effort to promote invention, these inventors have continuously been denied credit. Enslaved individuals simply did not have access to the patent system at that time because they were not regarded as American citizens and did not enjoy the protection of the Constitution. States also passed legislation that banned slaves from possessing any property, including patents. There were legal restrictions on black inventors who were either born free or attained their freedom in other ways. After 1793, the Patent Act contained a patent oath, which forced patent applicants to swear to being the original creator of the claimed invention and swear to their nation of citizenship.
1793.
The U.S. Supreme Court's 1857 Dred Scott decision held that black Americans could not be citizens of the United States.
Ooh, and so that's the reason why
1857. They said we cannot be citizens of the United States.
So this is the reason why I question a lot in history too, because it was the Dowse Rose was like the reason, when they came up to it's like basically $5 Indians with the white people, right? So you gotta remember black folks they became citizens after 1865, 1866, the 14th Amendment.
Yeah.
In 1920, Native Americans, black people got their citizenship prior tours of before the Native Americans became citizens, right? And so for me it's like that's the reason why I say it's a lot of sketchy shit. Makes you wonder is because of the fact that they were giving Native Americans land, right? Or if you was dark enough, you could consider to be black and you could also become a citizen. So the thing is, it was kind of like, for me, it's like, damn, you really kind of fucked people up here because you had to choose the opportunity to get free land or become a citizen.
You know what's crazy, man? Yeah, I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm sitting there trying to find out what was his party affiliation of the president that was the residing president during the time when y'all heard in the video. It said that the Dred Scott case, where it said that black people can't be citizens. I'm looking up who was the president at that time. That time was James Buchanan Jr., who it says here was an advocate for states' rights, particularly regarding slavery. and minimize the role of the federal government preceding the American Civil War. He was proceeding to the American Civil War. So what was his party?
Democrat.
He was a Federalist. It says Buchanan was a lawyer in Pennsylvania and won his first election to the state's House of Representatives as a Federalist. He was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives in 1820 and retained that post for 5 terms, aligning with Andrew Jackson's Democratic Party.
John DeMarco.
So the guy who was the presiding president when Dred Scott versus Sand Supreme Court says
When
that
you say Federalist, I'm thinking Democrat.
Yeah, cannot be citizens. It was James Buchanan. His first election to the state's House of Representatives was a Federalist, but at the time when he went to U.S. House of Representatives, he aligned with Andrew Jackson's Democratic Party. He served as Jackson's minister to Russia in 1832.
Yeah.
He became a senator from Pennsylvania and continued in that position for 11 years.
And they're like, the people like, well, if Andrew Jackson was the president, why he didn't do nothing to help out black people? I'm like, if you read all the shit they have talked about Andrew Jackson in history books, like about Andrew Jackson, you'd be like, shit, you think he was able to do anything? They have literally clowned this man to the down to the point of how his chicken used to taste.
If you want to really deep dive in presidents, get that Bill O'Reilly book. That motherfucker there went deep into the motherfuckers. Pause. He did.
That nigga again.
Let's finish this thing out because I know you got to go to sleep, dude.
Scott versus Sanford was a landmark decision of the United States Supreme Court that held the U.S. Constitution did not extend American citizenship to people of Black African descent, and thus they could.
You see that decision by the United States Supreme Court? The hell did not extend American citizenship to the people of Black African descent, and thus they could not enjoy
the rights and
privilege of patents.
The Constitution conferred upon American citizens. After the Dred Scott decision, it could be argued that free Black people were unable to get patents for their discoveries because they lacked citizenship and were thus unable to take the patent.
So basically, we brought y'all over here from another continent. Some of y'all were here before, but still, because this country did not exist when you was here, we taking your fucking land, and you're not a citizen here. I know you didn't ask to come over here, and I know you didn't ask for somebody to conquer your land, but we are the motherfuckers now. We have established.
I never really believed that much that the Atlantic slave trade really existed.
Well, I got DNA from Sierra Leone, so I can't say it didn't.
Well, I'm not going to say not as much as they tried to dramatically.
Are you talking about the amount, like the number of slaves?
Have you ever seen some of the poetry, like some of the stuff of how they had?
I don't think the number was. I don't think it had the number of slaves that they say it was, because a lot of them died at fucking sea.
See, here's my thing, though. Here's my thing. Is that you can travel. They have traveled across the Atlantic many fucking times prior before slavery.
Oh yeah, tribes.
Tribes. Here's the thing that I'm trying to think. Why has the white Europeans traveled for residential? Is basically for residential travel. For settling travel, or for prisons, because remember, the United States was United. Huh?
Some of the Irish. You said prison.
Well, United States was like the prison for the UK.
For a minute, yeah. That's why I said Irish. Some of the Irish.
Yeah, and so
UK, Irish, think about it. A while ago, man, they was the same motherfucking country for a minute. Remember?
So they were able to
Ireland and Great Britain.
So they were able to travel, cross seas, with people and have less casualties than they had with slaves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's where I'm trying to figure out why were all the slaves dying?
You mean while they was coming over the
No, like why were they dying?
Atlantic?
Why were they dying through the Atlantic?
Because they were
But
fucking committing suicide, nigga. Some of them was sick, but some of them were jumping over the board. They said, "Fuck that shit! I don't want to be
it
goddamn."
never happened.
What do you mean never happened?
It's because of the fact that that's merchandise, nigga.
Yeah, I know that's merchandise. It's supposed to be
Like
changed.
you're telling me that all this merchandise is just dying and no one complaining about it in history books, no racist complaining about it. You tell me we cannot find one article of a racist complaining about all the slaves that are dying and how much in there was no businessman who advertised about why all the slaves are dying across mid-Atlantic and we're losing a lot of money. No one can't find me one news article that complains about all the slaves dying across the Atlantic.
I mean, I don't know,
That's
man.
true.
I
You
feel
said
what
what,
you're
Sean?
saying. I feel what you're saying, but when they found wreckages and they found other evidence that it was a slave trade, I understand
No,
about you.
no, no. I'm not saying that the slave trade didn't happen. I'm saying that I feel like they dramatized the shit out of it.
Oh yeah. I think there was. I had already agreed with you. Well, see, here's the thing. You say dramatize the shit out of it. I don't think they dramatize the shit out of it. I don't
So
think they've overblown it at all.
yeah.
The only thing I think they've overblown about the slave trade is the number of slaves that actually came over here.
How what you saying, Sean? I mean, what you saying, Dragon?
I didn't say a word.
Oh it's my bad, dog. It's somebody. I think somebody's playing something in the background.
No, it's not me over here. But like I said, I just think they overinflate. Just how China overinflates numbers or underinflates numbers. Like China goddamn underinflated the number of people that died during COVID. When I tell you, when I seen many people that have done research, man, and that shit says that they probably lost like 300 million motherfuckers because that shit came from over there and that shit started over there and that shit hit them first and they fucking had that shit under wraps and motherfuckers didn't know that motherfucking shit was going on already.
Sean, we
Go ahead.
went to war. We went to war with Great Britain on a
2%
2%
T
tax.
tax. Yeah. 2% T tax.
We went to war and created the United States of America over a 2%
Over
tax.
2% tax.
You telling me one of the most valuable resources at that time?
T.
No. I'm talking about slaves right now.
Oh
The
yeah.
most valuable resources. The most valuable
You make a
resource
valid point.
at that time. Not only was it probably the most valuable resource at the time, but brought in a lot of money from brought a lot of tax money for the United States economy. There's not one article that not one fucking racist complained about all the slaves that are dying in the mid-Atlantic and how much money we are losing in tax dollars. Make you fucking think. That's why I had to clap the hands. It really makes you fucking think. I'm like, God damn it. Even I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, I got a point there. Like, and to all the people who think I'm bullshit, show me the article. Show me the complaints. You ain't gonna find it because, god damn it, I have tried for a long time.
One thing you did find is the complaints of the motherfucking southern states about goddamn taking away their right to fucking have slaves. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, but see, that's the only complaint you could find is to taking away the right to have slaves. But Can you tell me about the $1 million worth, which is in our day and time is a couple of billions of dollars that are missing of inventory that's dying during the sea, and no one complained about it. I could find all this shit that, hey, we were all slaves. No, see, here's the thing. A lot of us, it was a lot of free black folks over here. See, the motherfuckers who were slaves were the ones who came over here from Africa.
What is this shit here? What's it? What'd you say now? Say that again.
You know what? Never mind. I'm going down the rabbit hole too deep. I'm going too deep. Let me take
Had a decline in slave somethings from 1850 to 18, and historians have assumed. What the fuck is this?
My bad, y'all. I went too deep, y'all. I forgot. I gotta take the tip out sometime.
Whatever, man.
Hey, next time I'm gonna just make sure y'all just get the tip, all right? I got my bad, y'all. I went full max powers. I went balls deep there. So what?
Nothing, man.
It makes you think. It makes you wonder about some shit. Because they have complained about when it comes to the taxes with Britain, that is advertised and all that shit. But what brought you the most money, can't make this shit up.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying, man. That does make sense. I'm actually gonna look for that shit because that makes plenty of fucking sense. Because that was the most valuable property, or that was the most valuable import. Just call it what it is. The most valuable import pretty much in fucking the history of America.
The most valuable is import that
has ever existed.
The most valuable is import that supplied the most valuable is export at the time, which was cotton. Remember, the mid-Atlantic slave trade stopped at a certain time, but we took over the cotton industry regardless, even before the cotton gin. So this is the reason why I hate the fucking Democrats. Now you understand.
Mm-hmm.
Now you understand why I question history now.
There's a lot of history I question.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I woke up to the history shit right during the whole Joe Biden mishap. AKA, we had a dead man in the office. You know what? You know who I blame? I blame the fucking Mexicans. Deport them out. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. Abe Lobo's like, yo, why the fuck you blaming the Mexicans, nigga? They ain't do shit. Like, I blame slavery on y'all niggas.
Boy, you stupid. What the heck? I'm trying to see if Copilot can create an image, dude, for the damn thumbnail of this live. I think I'm gonna work on that tomorrow morning. I think I'm gonna do that shit.
Oh, this is pre-recorded?
Nah, it's not pre-recorded, but still.
I was about to say, shit, this shit about to be dope.
That was a fourth wall slip up.
Fourth wall.
Yeah, man. Fourth wall, man. Fourth wall, bro.
We hit the goddamn warp hole from a DMT trip, nigga.
Boy, you stupid. But hey, folks, it has been a blast tonight, and excuse me, today, whenever the hell it is. Hell, I don't know. Holler at y'all later. Peace out.
Peace.